What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. Welcome to the Collectors Club. Doors are open for another week. Episode 126 already. Hope everyone's doing well. We're here to relax, leave our sorrows at the door, and talk about some collectibles. Although today's going to be maybe a little stressful. We're going to be talking money and collecting responsibly, which... That's why Phoenix is here.
That's right.
What's going on, Vision? Happy Friday, man. How was your week? Any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, my week was pretty good. I mean, I was just I made my son a piñata for his birthday. I started off with that. Yeah, last year I said I could do it and it doesn't look that difficult. So just to prove my girl wrong again, of course I made it. But and then tomorrow we're supposed to go to, I guess, hiking in the morning and then maybe talk golf and her friend's birthday. So I got COVID, so I ain't got to go and spend no money.
Wow.
I'm just walking and sneeze on somebody real fast.
Wear a mask and start coughing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that sounds exciting. Yeah, that sounds like a busy week. I know you're planning for your son's party, so you've been kind of swamped. But glad to have you, man.
Thanks.
Ice, what's going on? Happy Friday. How you doing?
It's good, boy.
Same old? I said, how you doing? Same old?
You already know, man. Working, and trying to see what I'm gonna do with these pre-orders, man. So many things to pre-order, bro.
Jeez. Wallets explode.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about it. See if we can help.
Oh yeah.
Not help you pay for them, but plan.
Hey! If y'all want to help pay for them, I'm all for it.
Vision got you.
Yeah. Free delivery.
Sell those piñatas.
Man, it's a job. I respect him though. Whoever does it.
Jerry, what's going on? Glad you can make it, Ice. Jerry, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Loving the new setup. Looking good.
Thank you. Yeah. Shitty week. Survived it. Didn't kill nobody at work. So.
Thanks
I
to
guess.
Life. Allegedly.
Yeah, I didn't kill nobody at work. Almost. But.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, glad you can make it. We'll leave those problems at the door for sure. But we'll kick back and relax a bit. D-Rock, what's going on, man? Always good to see you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. None much. It's just been a busy week for me. I'm ready to chill with you guys and have a good weekend. Pretty much all I'm about right now.
That's it. Kick back.
We got a fan out there. Hi. Love you too.
Wow.
I love you too.
Jeez.
You know it's bad when you gotta.
Did you write that to yourself, actually?
Wow.
Hey, first of all, I didn't know my name would come up on here. I thought it was a Facebook person, so I was like,
Facebook
all right,
user.
this is what we do, right? And then, all right.
Oh.
Hey man, first step is loving yourself.
Yep. Hey, exactly.
Well, good to have you, D-Rock. Bill,
Thanks, man.
happy Friday, man. What's going on?
Glad to be here, man. It was a eventful week, but we're gonna leave that at the door, like you say. So happy to be here. I like this topic, and can't wait to get into it because that's actually what I was doing this week too. Was kind of evaluating the situation.
I think that's what after the last all the reveals we saw. Yeah, I think that's everybody's in the same boat. So I said, why not? Okay, awesome. We'll get to it. Glad you can make it.
Appreciate it.
Making his club appearance, Johnny. What's going on, Johnny?
What's up, guys? My name is Johnny. I'm very blessed to be here on episode 126 and just here to have a great time, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. You've come to the right place, that's for sure. But glad to meet you and glad to have you on the show.
Thank you, sir.
And last but not least, Phoenix.
Yeah, hi guys. My name is Phoenix. I'm a statue addict.
Hey, you gotta be like this.
I'm a statue addict.
Long weekend for us, huh, John?
A long weekend for Canadians, yeah. Well, it's a weekend for me every weekend, but yeah, you're right. Long weekend.
So I'm helping
Simcoe.
my buddy. pick up the Godzilla versus Kong across the border, 5 boxes.
That's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, so hopefully he has the receipt. So I'm just the driver.
Okay.
So,
You're
if
just
you don't
a
hear from me
smuggler.
next week, bail me out, okay? I'll send you a
Alright.
text.
I'll bail you out, no problem. I'll put a bond. I'll pay your bond.
Yeah.
You're only taking one vehicle?
Yeah, my truck.
Oh wow. Okay. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a trip and a half.
Yeah, I'll make it fit the Asian way,
Yeah. Godzilla's head will be sticking out of the roof.
Yeah, I need parents, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just a game of Tetris, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what?
All right.
The funny thing is, sometimes the statues are worth more than my truck. So that's kind of sad.
Wow.
That's when you know you're an addict. When the
Yeah,
statues you're buying are
exactly.
worth more than the truck you're picking them up in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. We have Ken, who's going to be joining us shortly, as well as Slifer tonight. So we will see them shortly. Yeah. So let's see who's in the chat. Let's get this baby on the road. Nice guy kicking it off. What's going on, bud? Hope you are doing well. We got Bats in the Belfry. How's it going? Actually, Bats did some cool stuff with a garage shelving unit to hide the holes. I have the pictures in the community section so we could see, but he got some strips and it looks pretty cool. Appreciate you stopping by. We got D stopping by. What's going on, man? We got Whisper. Shh, Whisper's here. Comic Galaxy. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Toy Mafia. Always good to see Toy Mafia. I don't think there's been, knock on wood, one episode Toy Mafia hasn't been in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Crippler stopping by. What's going on? We got Mr. Popo. Happy Friday to you. Alex as well. Who else here? We got Mitchell stopping by. What's going on, Mitchell? Damiano. And Peter as well. Hope you guys are doing well. Peter, like your comment on Facebook. We're going to cover it as well in the Grinds My Gears section. Appreciate you stopping by. Gabriel, what's going on? Got Vision on Facebook. Wow, trying spicing it up, Vision.
Yeah,
E-Man.
role playing.
What's going on, E-Man? Vibranium Jim, good to see you as well. Thomas, always good to see you. What's going on, Jesse? We got Keesis stopping by. Happy Friday, Keesis. Hey, Graded HQ. Okay, good. I'm glad he stopped by from the Philippines. You guys got to check out Graded. I had made a YouTube post on YouTube, like one of those posts. He's a pretty awesome unboxing channel. Some of the best like camera work and effects that I've seen. So, I think he's just getting the channel kickstarted. So check him out. Graded HQ. Really good content. His Penguin unboxing, Sideshow Penguin, really good. That's Cypher stopping by. What's going on, Cypher? Angel. Always good to see Angel in the chat. Who else? We got Ross. How's it going, Ross? Hi to you and the crew. Jesse. Hey, Road Dog. Great to see you, man. All right. I think that is... I think that's it for now. So, before we get started, anything happened this week to you guys? Do you want to talk about? Collecting related or show related? I know that Batman Cape Crusader, the animated show came out. Anyone get to watch that yet?
Not yet.
Is it good?
I didn't watch it. I meant to, but I couldn't. I had no time.
The first episode, I started to watch it. First episode is the one with the penguin
Oh, okay.
swap. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that far into it. I did see the intro for it. I'm not really digging the intro, but they didn't really do anything with it. Like they didn't really incorporate Batman-ish music. They kind of did their own thing, but it doesn't really pop. I don't know why. But
Okay.
we'll see.
Not gonna lie, not digging that whole penguin thing too, but we won't give any spoilers in case you missed it. But
Well, here's another thing. Not just the swap, but like she's like huge. From the one scene I did see her in, she's like bigger than the people she's talking to. Like the men she's talking to, she's like really big.
Miss Trunchbull style.
Yeah,
Matilda,
she's
remember?
huge. Yep, just like that.
With the chick?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What was it?
Oswalda.
Oswalda. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Oh man, just shoot my childhood down.
Interesting.
I did like Phoenix. I'm part of the problem with collecting here, and I had to make a purchase this week.
Oh boy.
So,
Sorry for saying it's fantastic. I see how realistic Clayface could be done in a movie. Do you want me to pull it up? I think you sent it in the private chat.
Yeah, just if y'all want to look at pictures, I just went ahead and pulled the trigger on it.
D-Rock?
Here, I'll show it.
You did it?
Yeah, I did it
Hell
yesterday.
Congrats, man.
What you do, bro?
The more I looked
pulled
at
it
it, the
up
more I was
right
like,
now.
yeah, I think it's the piece for me.
I think it looks good.
I think Jerry should order it too right now.
I'm not gonna get the Deadpool though. I'm just gonna.
I think you should send Venmo me the NRD. I take Cash App too. Hands
Gotta
out.
get both.
They use real metal claws, or the paint app. The shine on it, it's like perfect.
The shine's really good.
Yeah, the shine's perfect.
Unless it's edited like that.
I was gonna say, it's like mirrored.
That's real deal, bro.
So what's the
Yeah.
EX? The knives in 3 knives sticking on his body? That's the EX.
I don't think there's any X, is there?
No.
No, there's just one. So you get switch outs with Wolverine, but not with Deadpool. Ice,
Yeah.
you got this as well, right? Or no?
Yeah. I'm getting this too, man. I told you I got my list together. I just gotta
Heck
figure
yeah.
out which one.
I like this
now,
look.
man. Yeah,
So is it like a torso switch out kind of thing?
Arms.
The
No,
hand.
it's just the arms.
just the arm, just the arm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Arms.
Yeah, so it goes from.
Oh,
Gotcha.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more I looked at it, the more I was like, yeah, that's and I actually went back and watched the movie again, and I actually liked the movie better the second time, so that kind of helped me.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's happened to me before.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I like the movie better the second time. There's times where I've liked the movie less.
Yeah.
Like the second Deadpool was like that for me. I liked it less
Yeah.
the second time.
Yeah.
Same.
I liked I like Juggernaut and Deadpool too, but that's about it.
Awesome. Well, huge congrats to you, man.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
I wish the bases could have connected that. That would have been cool.
But you can't connect it. If you connect the bases together, it makes a heart. So
Yeah,
if
they
you're in love,
connect right here. Oh, just like
see the
that.
heart.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I didn't see that. Wow.
I pre-order that. Let's go. You wish your wishes came true today.
Now we're
They heard you.
Now we're tempting him to get Deadpool.
Hey, chill out. Wait for me. I don't know how many they have, man. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem with Iron. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with how well the film did. These can be like
Exactly.
hotcakes.
Come on, Ice. You need that heart.
I do. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to, trying
Hard advice.
to make, I'm responsible,
That's it.
Looks like he's got a Deadpool in the back already.
Yeah.
A big one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's that 1/3 scale though.
Yeah. That's nice.
What's going on, Atticus? Good to see you, man. The Incredible Room. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Cypher was asking, is it 1/10? No, that was quarter, right?
That's 1/4. That
That's
was
quarter.
1/4.
That's
Yeah,
quarter
it's
scale.
quarter.
Yeah.
They do have the 1/10 as well, but quarter scale.
Yeah.
I think I'm about to pre-order something right now too. It's like I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. Is that okay, John?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Please, you don't have to ask.
All right. So when you look at this, I'm gonna get all 5 of them, and it's remind me of the panel. And I want you guys to let me know which one is me.
I don't want to see it no more.
This seems a little racial. Wow.
All right. Hey, you guys are laughing. Which one's me and which one's Black Ice?
Jesus Christ.
What you
Oh, you guys. Okay.
You wild.
I think you're
Yeah.
Lenny.
That's fine.
That's crazy.
When I saw that, I was like,
What's wrong with you, man? Seriously.
This guy's crazy. I don't even know what. Atticus saying Iron Studios did make 3 1/10 pieces. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They got them together on one base and then separate. They look good.
Did you
as well.
guys see the sorry man, go ahead.
No. I was just saying they look good as well.
Yeah, I looked at those too, but I was like, this is the first one. It looks good. It
Mhm.
matches the movie. After watching it a couple times now, I was like, yeah, it matches really well. And the other thing, have you guys seen those like X-Men 97 1/10s that Iron Studios is doing too?
I saw the Beast.
They're on
all
Sideshow.
of-
Yeah, they're on Sideshow and
I wanna
they're
pull it up
cheaper
here.
than they're on
I'll pull them
Iron
up quick.
Studios site, and they're already like up for pre-order. Like a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of them. Like
Yeah, they got like
That would
be
5
cool.
or 6 of them already.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
it's
what
like
you-
That would be cool.
what you-
I got some
got
Sideshow
one.
points
I got
coming.
one.
I was thinking I might
Okay.
maybe lay it down on some of those.
What would be cool is if they do like a 97 diorama like they did for the other series that they did. That would be cool.
So they just have like the matching bases. So they didn't do a diorama. They did like
Yeah.
the matching bases with all of them.
Mm.
And I got them all on pre-order. The only one I'm waiting on is Jubilee. They'll release her next month, or this month actually.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting them and then like getting maybe finding a picture online of like the Blackwing. I can't ever remember the name of their
Blackbird.
the Blackbird, and like the school maybe kind of like the picture is on the site. Putting that behind them and putting them together.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
That'd be
Here's
cool.
the Beast.
Hey,
165.
that's how I do it, man. That's my type of magic.
Yeah.
They look really good though. If you get them all though, like Gambit right
they
now is
look really
125 on Sideshow. So
Yeah.
and they don't have the other three. They don't offer them right now, but that's 165. Like, is the other ones 165 as well? Because Sideshow is cheaper. It's like
No,
120.
I've got
I thought I paid one.
there's 3 of them that are
160.
125 on Sideshow. Storm's 135, Wolverine's 135, and then that Beast is 165.
We've seen a Storm.
I want those
Okay.
turtles.
I had
Older.
it's weird on the website. You have to search the name of the
Uh.
character. You can't just put in like X-Men 97. It won't come up. I have to.
I just
had
go to
search
what
that name.
I just go to what's new and it tells me what went up for pre-order this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the turtles are nice.
I like those turtles too, but damn, I don't, It's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
hundred-
pricey.
And the Storm looks nice, John.
yeah,
Storm
Storm
looks
looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks cool.
Do you have it up? If you have it
Oh.
up, if you want to show.
Yeah. All right, I'll bring it up right now.
What's going on, Gavino? Hey, what's going on, brother? I'll watch it from Twitch.
I mean,
Welcome, man.
I found Rogue, Gambit, Cyclops, Storm, and Wolverine on Sideshow. I didn't even see the Beast. I'll have to go get
Oh,
him.
the Storm's nice. Oh yeah,
This is nice.
she's-
Yeah,
she went up for pre-order a little bit earlier in the year. That's
Mhm.
why. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
nice.
there's
I
some of
like
the
the way they
others.
did her.
That looks perfect. Yeah,
I love them,
I
bro.
like that.
Wow.
See,
It's actually
they were
pretty-
saying because they was doing so good with pre-orders. That's the reason they came out with Beast and Jubilee. So I guess
Yeah.
originally they weren't going to do them, which I'm surprised that they weren't. But they were saying it's doing real good. So
Look how fast the turnaround is though. Like they just seen how good it was, and then they just did like the Beast and Jubilee. Like that's just. I mean, like
Yeah.
That's
I don't know,
pretty
man.
good,
I don't. think
What's going on,
I
Ken?
feel like they would have already had them ready.
What's up,
Nice to see
everybody?
you, man.
yeah,
What's up, Ken?
It's been a minute. We miss you, man.
Yeah,
How's every-
it feels like forever.
How's everything? Good.
Yeah, it's doing good. Thanks.
Awesome.
yes, sir.
Well, since we're here,
those
that's
turtles
pretty
look
much
nice
what-
too, though. Yeah, those look really good.
Turtles do look good, but I'm still NECA 1/4. I'm just gonna get NECA 1/4.
I have all 4 of them.
I know, man. I used to see them on your background all the time. That's what.
But
That quarter
Forget
skill.
about- I had a.
Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Leroy. No, please.
No, you're good. No.
No, go. You're gonna grab the NECA
Oh
ones?
no, I was just gonna say I had a chance to get all 4 of those turtles, the NECA 1/4s. They were still in the box at the local comic shop, like
Okay.
maybe a year and a half ago.
Mhm.
But I thought his prices were a little high. But now in hindsight, I'm thinking they weren't that bad.
now,
They're
well,
like-
they just came out again though, so you can just search them again. Even Best Buy has them for sale.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah.
It's just
Don't
like a
do that.
complete redo. Like they look just as good.
I just think they just did the same thing and just
Yeah.
like the same turtles and just
That's-
made more, basically.
Yeah.
Superman went up for order. The Alex Ross Iron Studios that was shown at the show.
Yeah.
750.
Yeah, and I had some questions about this. Like, I don't understand why they didn't do the cape like the image they're using. but they did the Batman exactly like the Alex Ross image. But on the Superman, for some reason, they dropped the cape way down because in the picture, the cape's like up near his neck area. It's like blowing all the way up. Just wondering why they changed that.
Might be too heavy if it's too high up.
Could be.
Yeah, but they did the Batman, and his is all the way up too. You know, it's the same picture.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that same one that they're using for LBS is using for Batman with that cape way up and to the side.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want them both to look the same.
I want this to be successful for them for sure. Some people that were there at the show that I was speaking with didn't like the paint app on them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's just a prototype issue.
But that could be the way Alex Ross draws, right? So
Yeah.
it's a little bit flat with the way Alex Ross does it. So that's probably why.
And the price
I
point
think
is
it looks a
$750.
little plasticky for the price.
Yeah, I think they said because it don't have any texture, like they didn't see any texture on the costume, it didn't look good.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even somebody
okay.
was there that went to the show and seen it. They didn't like it as well. It wasn't as great.
And that was we weren't
But it
in
is,
news yet, but we just covered some of it. Sorry, yeah. That's Green Goblin.
No,
Ice.
That Green Goblin looks good.
This Green Goblin's on
I
point.
love
Ice.
it, man. I
Real
love
good.
it. I may get it, man. I'm gonna probably replace my other Green Goblin with him.
I think he's a little pricey, but
Yeah, he's
this
pricey.
is one of their better offerings in my opinion in that line.
That's cool.
He's definitely pricey, bro. But I can, depending. I know a lot of people that want the Green Goblin that I have, so if I can sell it for $350, then I'm good.
Yeah, you're set.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is nice. I like this one. That's nice as even as a standalone piece. You don't even need a line.
Oh yeah.
They don't really make a lot of Green Goblins, right?
No, not too many. No,
No.
there's a few
No.
out in the wild, but nothing crazy. What's going on, Ash? Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you in here. He's digging that Superman.
What's up, Ash?
What's going on, Jojo? 1/10 is cool if you're doing the Sentinel and all the folks around them. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's true. Hey, Paul's here. What's going on, Paul? Great to see you. Stay tuned, guys, because we're gonna be. Paul graciously donated an item we're going to be doing for giveaway, so we're in the process of planning it, and we're going to do a giveaway soon. Yeah,
Nice,
awesome.
nice.
yeah. Paul is a awesome guy. So, anything else? I know. What is this? Wolverine and Deadpool's been out a while already, a few days, but I haven't watched it yet. But I'll tell you, everything's been spoiled for me. I didn't mind. I was fine with it. But God, the amount of fans. We won't get into it. We won't get into spoilers. I know some people still haven't watched it, but the amount of fan service in this film, holy mac,
Told you.
it's pretty wild. But I'm gonna watch that, and I want to watch that Batman Crusade, whatever it's called. That's on Amazon Prime, I think. Yeah. Other than that,
Must not be that good though. Like the X-Men '97, you heard about that right away.
no.
Are you ready?
Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100, I think, or a high 90s.
Yeah, I saw
Wait,
that.
X-Men '97 or the Batman?
Batman,
100? Wow.
something like that. Yeah, I was like, what? So I'll give it a chance. I hope Oswaldo's just like a cover up, and then the real one will come in. I'm gonna call that.
The real Slim Shady.
How are you doing, Ken? How was your weekend? How was your week? I know you went on a bit of a vacation.
Yeah,
How was
we
that?
went down to North Carolina, down to Rodanthe, which was pretty amazing. That the beaches are all eroding pretty bad. Like the coastline's being beat up because of the temperatures and oceans rising. But they're actually moving houses back. So the house we stayed in, it's a massive house, 5,000 square feet, big home, and
Rookie numbers.
they cut it off with the legs, pick it up, and move it back as far as they can.
Wow.
They're doing it to all of them, and they and through all this, they figure they're going to get another 5 to 8 years at best, because they can't go back any further till they fall in the ocean. How crazy is that?
Damn.
So
Yep.
it was still a good weekend. Good weather.
It was
We had
good?
Yeah, we had fun.
You got a good tan, so glad you enjoyed it. Mitchell says, John, you can't trust the Rotten Tomatoes. They're full of you know what. I don't even want to think what he's referring to.
That's facts, though.
True that.
Jojo, Batman had prep time to rig the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. Hate to see it. All right, let's talk a little bit about the topic tonight. Collecting responsibly. What did we spend the last week and a half, 2 weeks? Every YouTube show, almost con coverage, kicking off with Statue Con. Then we went to Sideshow Con, and we went to SDCC, and there was Wonderfest overseas, and Hot Toys brought in a whole bunch. Like, it's non-stop, everything and the kitchen sink being thrown at collectors. The amount of options you have, pieces to choose from, IPs to collect from, product, Hot Toys, comics, art. Jeez, my God, it's endless.
Yes.
So we get excited. All these new pre-orders. What was it? All these new pieces. You look at the price tags. A little bit of sticker shock, but I need this. I need that, and I think something that we really don't talk about on YouTube is how do you plan for it, right? How do you plan for it? Is it financially? How do you plan for it? Because it's a lot. It's a lot to swallow. A lot of things going up for pre-order at the same time, which means you drop your little NRDs. NRDs are fine, 50, 100, 150 bucks for one, and then you start getting two. Oh, I can afford this, and then 3 and 4, but then they start releasing, and it's pop, pop, pop. Everybody duck. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
What the hell?
Everything
I would
starts
say you
releasing.
got the plan. You know,
Jesus Christ, Vision.
some people have- Oh, you live? My bad.
How do you plan for it, right? How do you, right? There's a lot of collectors. There's a lot of collectors who like we jump to the new stuff, but a lot of collectors also look at it and look at this as an opportunity to kind of collect some of the older stuff that was previously released. Right? We'll get a perfect example. We'll get a new, like, Goblin, like Ice mentioned. He wants to pick up the new one. He'll let go of the other one, a little bit of a deal. And then that person who always wanted that Goblin can now scoop it up for a deal. So what's kind of like your method? How do you plan for these releases? And then we'll kind of get into the banking part of it. But are you just like here's my credit card, tap, put everything on it? Or do you think methodically?
You going?
Who wants to go first? You go first.
Now I'm gonna say, like, for me, I got my second job now. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that this many amazing statues was coming out for pre-order that I was gonna want, but I'm so glad that I have that second job now, because now I can I can afford to get those pre-orders. But even with that extra money coming in, I haven't jumped on any of them yet. So I'm still trying to prioritize and make sure that, I choose the ones that I really want. Because last thing I want to do, which I've done in the past, is pre-order some statues that I'm not really sure I really want. Like, for instance, with the PCS 1/3, it wasn't Marcus. It was Marcus, right? Didn't Marcus come out? Yeah, pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even have the space to display the statue, right? But I pre-ordered it because I was so excited when it came off a pre-order. So now I'm kind of like, man, I'm gonna probably have to eat that pre-order. You know what I'm saying? Because I went on ahead and jumped on it as soon as I saw it. But right now I'm kind of learning to be a little patient with the pre-orders, and just make sure that it's something that I really want before I pre-order those statues. So
fair enough. Yeah, because they're not going anywhere. You don't really see them selling out for the most part yet. Okay.
Yep.
So you're not one to rush into it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rush into it. I am going to get them, but I just want to make sure before I make that decision that I'm, financially good. Everything else is in order first, and then I make that decision.
Carl says, "How do I plan for it? I try to get overtime at work to fund it."
Hey, Joe,
do what you got to do.
Slifer's here. What's going on, Slifer? We'll see you soon, man. Be safe. D saying super picky works well. Being super picky works well. Jojo asked if Slan, was moved from the kitchen. The scratch and sniff Slan. She's right here, brother. She's over the shoulder for now. I gotta still move her, but kitchen's so empty now. I look on the counter. It's Ash said I'm pre-ordered the PCS Blade this Monday. Payday. Okay, nice. Congrats. Graded saying I don't get carried away with hype anymore. Example, Hot Toys Deadpool and Wolverine is hot now, but you'll get the figures maybe a year after, and it's no longer relevant. He's not wrong there. Yep.
I mean, I'm willing to bet that Sideshow and other companies are major distributors. They profit more on canceled POs and the NRDs that are not refundable than some of the products themselves and the lines. And I know a lot of collectors, it's all about heat of the moment.
Yeah.
And if you can't distinguish yourself from that, you tend to spend more on NRDs within the year than pieces themselves in a full payment planner of the product altogether.
Yep. So once you pre-order an item, how do you organize yourself? Do you guys do payment plans with the company, or do you do payment plans yourself? What do you prefer to do?
Either
do you or do you wait to pay the piece fully outright?
All three.
Depending on all the above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think there's too many quality pieces that you kind of have to go about it differently. Because I mean, there's some pieces that you have to put down $1,000, and then there's some pieces where you just got to put down $80. You know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I can't. I've never been the one to go on a payment plan with the company personally.
That feels good, man. Feels good. Payment plan feels good.
Payment plan is great, but I'll be honest. I would prefer to, if I know, like for example, I ordered the J&D Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I know she's coming at the end of 2025. I'll take the whatever it was, 2,000 minus the 400, whatever, 1,500, let's say that's left over, and divide it by how many months I have left, and then just take that money and put it into an account and save it separately, as opposed to giving the company the money right off the bat, because you don't know what's going to happen. If there's going to be delays or what. Some companies, not doing as well as you thought. They may, not to say that they're going to go under, but there's been companies who've struggled. We've seen it over the last year, and not only that, but God forbid there's an emergency. You want to cancel the order and get the funds back. You're waiting 3 to 5 days to get that back. You got to contact them. If it's a weekend, they don't respond. If they're overseas, it takes even longer to respond to the email, especially when they see it's a request for a refund. Oh, we can skip over that one for now. But yeah, I don't know. I think a tip that I would give is, and I know it takes a lot of self-control and organization, a lot of it, but just do it. Just do it. Have a little separate account, put the money, transfer. You can set it up as pre-authorized payments where you don't even notice it coming out of the account.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I was getting ready to say. The easiest thing to do if you want to save money for anything is just set it up like a payment, just like any other payment, and then don't pay attention to it for a while. Then go back and look at it like every few months.
Yeah.
Be like, baby, unpack your bags. We're going to Paris. No, Daddy came up. Oh, hold on.
Especially like with Alex. Alex says, I love those payment plans, but got to jump on it day one with Prime One. Like I know he's in Canada like myself in Phoenix. And I always found doing it the way I had mentioned in a separate account beneficial to us, because we're dealing in US dollars and that US dollar rate will fluctuate week over week, day over day. So having the money in your account where you can make a payment when the rate's lower, as opposed to them deciding when you're going to make the payment.
That is smart though. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
and that's what I would do. I would be there looking at them rates. All right, boom.
Oh, yeah.
Right now I got like $800 to go for that one thing that I've been saving. Oh, the rates are low.
100%.
Hit them right now. Hit them with the email. Right,
And if you really have time and really want to get into it, whether you're in the States, whether you're in Canada, wherever, your bank should offer a US dollar credit card. Now, what you should really do is get that US dollar credit card, make your payments that way if you're an international buyer, and then you got that 21-day grace period to play around with the rates.
So wouldn't that be the same if you go to pay it off though? Like say you're going to pay $1,500 off when it's ready to ship. Once you run into the same thing with a bigger chunk of money.
But you can make a payment, can you not? On some sites, it'll allow you to make a payment through your PayPal. So you can make the payments yourself throughout the period that you're waiting. So let's say the rate is lower, the rate's low today. I'll take whatever I saved, make a chunk down payment on it.
Okay. So when you go to pay it off though, the statute, so you're just building funds in PayPal, you mean, or you actually paying on a statute? I'm saying like you said you're putting money in an account and you're saving it yourself, which is smart. I mean, same thing I do. I actually have an account that I put money into. Not even when I'm buying a statue, I'll funnel money into it and I have it there. So when I have a piece, I know I already have the money set aside. I don't have to worry about payment plans. I mean, I was doing some prime one. The Kong bus right there was scary because I was on a payment plan, had it paid off in like, I think 16 months, maybe I think it was, whatever the longest one was. But it didn't come in for another like 16 months. And it was scary because you thought maybe it was going to happen. I mean, at some point I was like, am I going to lose my money or are they going to give it back? Never ran into it before. So my new theory was, okay, I'm going to do like you said. I'm going to have an account, put money into it. I'll put a down payment. Like maybe someone like Dilber, I would give payments to because I'm more comfortable with him. But by virtue of what you're saying, so that $1,500 now you're going to pay on the would you say Catwoman? I think you got it.
For example, yeah.
So at the time you make that payment, do those rates or whatever the dollar exchange is, could that affect how much you're paying too?
Yeah. So if you don't with some company, so for me in Canada, if the company will allow you to make essentially deposits on your terms, like let's say you put on your NRD and then you want to go in and make a payment towards it, with me in Canada, that's how I can save a little bit of money by tracking the rates.
Okay.
Your point, yeah. If I wait and just keep the money in an account and pay the $1,500, then I'll take that risk.
Right. That's
being an international buyer, but as a U.S. buyer, where you're getting dollar for dollar, there's no conversion. That's where I'm recommending to keep the money in a separate account, as opposed to giving it to the company.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that only because like most people don't have that willpower like you, me, maybe some other people on this panel. But like the reason why I say that though is because like hypothetically speaking, if I saved up $2,000, right, and the piece is going to come out in another, like say 9 months, and I'm going towards that piece. Let's say and then like say a super sale came up or something like that, or a cry cake deal, something I really wanted. And I just be like, oh man, I'm gonna use that $2,000 like that. But if I already been paying on it, I don't have the $2K to do that cry cake deal. So most people don't have that that
willpower, yeah. And that's what we got to work on. You got to have the willpower.
I prefer using all cash anyway. Like
that's good. Well, yeah, that's another good option you can pick up.
Part of it would help though. In Vision, we talked about this before though. So for my pieces, I have right now 4 POs. And that's it right now. That's it. So, and their pieces probably going to come in end of the year, beginning of the year. And no matter what I see out there and I like, even if I like it a lot, it's not fitting into my equation right now. And so I want to have a certain look. So I'm not tempted as much. I might like some pieces a lot, and I'm not big on selling pieces. I mean, I may eventually sell some pieces, but right now I like everything I have, so I can't even picture selling anything. That alone is curbing my desire to just buy something or fall into that thing Vision just talked about. And sometimes I get close. I did get caught a little bit down at the statue pond because I did buy only because I saw them and they were really awesome, and I don't even have a place to put them right now, so I'm working on that. The Lord of the Rings 1/6 scale. I bought the Saruman, Saruman Gandalf in white, and also Bilbo Baggins sitting at his desk. So they're beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
And I had the money for them in that account I talked about. I got them, but I would have never ordered them normally had I not seen. So that was a kind of a change there. But that's what keeps me knowing that if I can't display them properly, or I can't display them out the way I want to, then no matter how nice they are, I'm not going to get them.
Yeah, and I think we gotta I know it's what Vision was saying in regards to the temptation and the self-control sort of thing, but I don't know, you gotta try it. Be a little strong. It's like if you have money sitting in an account for your mortgage, and you know your mortgage is coming out at the end of the month. Are you gonna buy a statue with your mortgage money?
Different though, yeah, that's some totally different.
You know,
because the hype. I think it's easy to say this, but the problem is the hype. I mean, this last month, with everything coming at you, a lot of people can't. They fall into that hype because they want everything, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, and
we lost him.
Yeah, like we said though, like there's a lot of pre-orders coming out, and if everybody's pre-ordering, like I did in December, I pre-ordered a lot, and how much money I put out there just for pre-orders would have been a statue, a nice little statue. You know what I mean? I only have really 1 or 2 pre-orders left though, but so I done pretty well though. But I've been collecting for what this is my 14th month, and what I'd say what kept me on track is I made a list, like I do in real life. I make a plan. I love the plan, and then I put that list, and I got everything on my list. Now there is something like the Batman vs Superman that I didn't know that was out there, and I seen, and I deviated from my list, but then I went back to my list because I want everything. But I like when I made my mock-up, I made sure it fits how I want the vision is and stuff like that. So little by little, I just knocked down the list. For me now, it's kind of getting scarier because I don't have a list no more. I only have a Jetwing and Hulkbuster, and then I have no list. So then like now I'm freelancing, so I need to make another list. You know what I'm saying? Because when freelancing, I be here with a one-on-one statue right here, a veil behind me, not knowing nothing.
Statue comes out. Vision pulls out the book. Hold on, let me check my list.
Yeah. Oh, and I always use cash though. But again, though, I live close enough to go pick up though, so that's the reason why I use cash. I don't put nothing on credit cards because me and my girl, we had a conversation, and she was like, "Well, you can do whatever you want to do, long as it don't change the house like how we move in our house."
Yeah.
So I make sure I still I'll make sure everything is still good. So we still take our trips and still we do everything we do. And something like Black Ice did said, well, my business, I just take on accounts that I probably would never took on before. And I'm like, nah, that's not worth it. Now I'm being like, that's pre-order. Oh, that's this. Oh, I can pay off this for the hobby. If that makes sense, So you figure it out though.
Yeah.
To Phoenix's point in regards to the hype, and I think that's where YouTube can become dangerous, and we don't have enough of these conversations. It's week after week. It's wow, ooh, ah. And then people do say, hey, wow, Vision's picking up this, Ice is picking up this, D-Rock is grabbing this, but you gotta know your financial state and your lane because everybody's different. You don't know, Vision Ice could be picking up a piece, but he sold one that he collected 3 years ago, right, to fund it.
When you open
buy on hype.
When you open up one piece, John, yourself, right? What comes next? What do people say next after you open that piece
next?
up?
What's
exactly.
Next in line?
What's next? It's like what's next? And even you probably like, you wake up in the morning, you're happy. You're on the internet. Oh, this for sale. That's for sale. This was $1,500. Now you can get it for $600. Like, oh man, like So
and there are people out there that'll judge and say, oh, this person hasn't bought this in this much time. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, my thing, like you said, everybody's different though, and
so you got to focus on you and your household. And
everyone, you think it's lost anymore that we don't stop and appreciate what we have before we jump on something else. So you just get a piece in, and I went through this just for a short spell. You get a piece in, and you don't even really absorb it. You don't even take time to like appreciate it. You're already looking for another piece. So I've learned quickly that I want to enjoy what I have, because if I have a beautiful piece sitting in front of me and I'm already looking for something else, and not even kind of, it's like buying a new car and this, you just get it, start driving, and all of a sudden you're looking for another one. Like you're not even really taking in what you just did.
For sure.
Or your pre-orders all come in at the same time, like I did. I like this month. I mean, this year we in the 7th month or 8th month. I opened up 8 statues, and 4 of them came back to back. And my statues are pretty big size statues. And me and John always talk backstage. And I'm like, man, I'm overwhelmed with this. Like I'm happy, but it's like it's coming in too fast. It's not like I planned it that way. It just happened. It's just like, wow. Like I open a Maestro, then 6 days later, now Batman vs Superman. Another day's like Predator. Like that's just that's online. Look like, oh, he's balling. Oh, he's no. This is all planned. But you get what I'm saying? So most people
to your point too, it'll taper off because you were kind of new to the hobby, right? You were filling the space. You'd unbox, you'd see a space open. That'll taper off once you start.
We ain't stopping. Me and Kenzilla, we ain't stopping. Prime 1. Prime 1. Do that Santa deal again. I give you my word. I'll be back.
Can't stop, won't stop.
But especially at a year, especially as a new collector, man, to see all this being thrown at you, it's just announcements left, right, and center. It's like, where do you go? Well, if I buy Beast, I want to have. If I get the Iron Studios Beast, then I need the Iron Studios Gambit. And if I get the Sideshow Constantine, then I need the Zatanna. It's wow. It's
Magic Sideshow. I was a 1/4 collector. Sideshow. I'll have to go to rehab because they putting out like things that like, wow, that's dope. Like that MODOK, I'm going to get so I might have to go my name is Vision, aka 007 Chocolate, and
you know what? A lot of the stuff we talk about, like we'll give examples of stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff you have to go through it to understand it. Because I could say my experience from this and that, but you might take that in. But the problem is that you won't understand that fully until you actually go through that, and then you fully understand it. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the hardest thing to tell somebody. Slow down. But it's like, no, I want to go through it. They have to go through it in order to understand. And
we're trying to save heartache, Phoenix.
I know that, but the problem is it's hard to see somebody else go through it until you go through it, and then you hit that wall. And you're like, oh crap, you know what I'm saying?
It's too much, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I start getting I get a piece. I'm like, wow, it's like the best. There's no better feeling. Let's be real. Well, there's better feelings, but you know what I mean. There's no better feeling than opening up a statue you've been waiting for, setting it up, and just like looking at it. That hit is the best. So I understand why people are like, okay, what's next? But set up the piece, sit in your space, and take back what you just purchase, grab a drink, and just enjoy it. And
exactly.
Move it around. God sakes, box the thing up for 3 months and then re-unbox it. It does. I'm telling you.
Or do what I do though. Like I do like a statue of the month. So this is my 3rd time though, but I always put it right here. And so like this statue will be up here. You don't really see it like that. You know what I'm saying? The statue behind me, like right there, you don't really see it. You don't really enjoy it like that. But when I put something here, I fall in love with it all over again. Because I can see every detail all over again and stuff like that. So
what else?
That feeds your hunger for something new.
Something else that reinvigorates like your collection is, and I do this a lot. I love it. I use my switch outs all the time. I'm constantly, because I pay for them. I use them. I have my statues on turntables. I switch. Sometimes my wife thinks I'm crazy. I walk through my family room at home and I'll go to a couple of my statues and I'll just turn them like maybe about a third of the way. And I stand back and look at them and I walk away and she's like, there's something wrong with you. What are you doing? I'm like, and I'll go back to another one and I'll turn it again and just walk away, because when I come in, it looks different. But also even moving some pieces around. I mean, just sit. You walk in like, man, that looks so nice because it's in a different spot. And it just little change and all that helps keep you focused. I mean, but what Phoenix has said is right. Once you get past the FOMO and you've learned to discipline yourself, then you can do stuff like this just to dress up your collection or make it look a little different. And then all of a sudden you're not that you lose interest, but like when you walk into the room, bam, it just hits you because something's different and you notice you're looking at it.
Yeah, and I do that too. And I also I call it kind of a collector check or a collector appreciation, where I have like a list of questions that I ask myself like once a month. Like, what's my favorite statue this month? What's my favorite art piece this month? What's my favorite comment? That kind of stuff that I just kind of run through to kind of help me stop and appreciate what I do have. And it gets me to step back and go, okay, well, I really don't need that piece because I enjoyed this piece that I do have.
Amen.
See, I'm opposite Ken because my statues stay in the room and it stays exactly the same with no switch outs, anything different for like 6 months. And every day, if that, I would maybe go in the 5 minutes in the morning, maybe have time, maybe in the evening 5 minutes, go in, walk around, have a look, and kind of like, okay, that's nice. Then
Well, somebody live by a piece, go in his room, use it.
So that's the thing. That's how I keep it fresh by not being in there all the time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. See, mine is where I'm at all the time, though, because I clean my office. So, and I like that because otherwise, I don't know how much I'd get in that room and do what you're doing because my life's so busy. So I figure if I put them where I'm always at, then I'm going to get to see them.
But again, though, you probably work even more, though. Sometimes I get lazy, like, man, I don't feel like doing nothing. I literally turn around, look at Maestro, and I'm like, look at that. I'm like, man, I want that Berserker. We got to eat. Like, because no one's going to give you the money. So I have to make this money. So like my office had to be where my statues are, mostly where my statues are at. So I could turn around and look at it like, all right, it's morphing time. Start working. But you know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps me motivated most of the time.
Yep, I do the same thing.
Going on, Ferenzi. Good to see you. This is a good conversation. Lots to absorb. Yeah, man. This is the amount of years you have here of collectors from over 10 to just over a year. It's all experiences. Everyone's going to go through different things in life. And like for me, I started collecting in 2009, living with my parents still. So, you're a kid. I didn't go clubbing. I went to like parties and stuff, normal stuff. I didn't go clubbing and all that stuff and drink and booze and all. My money went into collecting. That was just my passion. I got into collecting and it was downhill from there. But then I got to the age, I got to 20, where it's like, I met the girlfriend. And it's like, okay, it's time to still love the hobby, but take a little break. Took a little break. You save up for a house, do the whole life thing. Finally bought the house. Damn. Statues came from the parents' house, set everything up, and boom, the floodgates reopened. Hot toy statues, whatever it was. You gotta play with it. I know some collectors, it's hard, right? It's hard to follow these shows and see all this nice stuff and then sit back and say, you know what? I can't right now. I'll wait.
Yeah. It's summertime. It's time to be with your family. Like I said, if I spend $3,000 on a statue, yes, I am happy. Like boom. But then I'd be more happier doing like activities with my family, so I can take a break and stuff like that. You know? And like you said, the shows though, with me watching the shows, I seen a lot of you guys talk about what you did and you made mistakes and did that. I just figured out what scale I want, and then I just went all in on that scale. Because of course, like behind me, I can have a lot of I say 1/10, or I can have a lot of 1/4, but or I prefer just that 1/3, and I just went that route. I'll just save up, boom, that's what I got. Like I sacrifice myself, I guess.
Ferenzi, what's going on? JB, congrats on 1,000 subs. Anybody else share any tips that they have, or kind of how they collect or how they approach new announcements? I know for the majority of us, we just come here on Fridays, Mondays, whatever, just hang out, man. We're just buddies hanging out, discussing the hobby. But I know for a lot of others, they watch us and listen to our opinions and stuff and see nice pieces. It's tough. Like I said, it's tough to balance everything. And if you need to step away, for sure, if that's kind of the personality you have where you need to take a step back and, not be exposed to that stuff, the hobby's always here.
So my question is this. So with my life, I'm pretty much almost semi-retired, almost, right? So I have got all my stuff, all my financial, all my house, all done and stuff. But my question is, with the people who are starting out, like still trying to find the house and the career and all that stuff. I mean, this collecting must be hard, man, because I can't imagine you trying to advance your career and then get your life started, and then all this collecting too. I mean, with so much stuff that's available, I can't imagine how anybody can just collect the way it is right now. I mean, I'm lucky. I didn't get into this at an earlier stage. I mean, I put myself off and kind of did all my stuff, and then now I kind of enjoy the collecting. But how do you guys deal with just with the career and then getting the house and all that stuff and getting everything set? So that's my biggest question about it. I mean, how do you guys?
And that's something I question too, because I'm 59 years old, so house is paid off, kids are through college, all that stuff. So that's what's allowing me to do this right now. It's freed up money, but I think the same thing. Like a lot of you guys are still growing, and you're able to do, which is fantastic. Because I couldn't even fathom trying to do something like this. When I was in my 30s, I was building, putting an addition on my home, and all my money was going there. So to be able to do it at that age and appreciate longer, like I'm thinking, well, this sucks. My window of appreciation is much shorter than like Vision's. He can be sitting back enjoying his statues when I'm pushing daisies, just because you have so much going it. But
well, if you ever need to move there, I know you got room in your attic. You got 40. You got more room than this room right here, so I'm always there. Help.
I'm working on my will for you, brother.
No,
Ken, the way you stay in shape, you're reversing time, let alone pushing the days.
Stop flexing on us right now.
What's going on, LL? How are you, Johnny? Like, I know we were discussing some statues you're interested in, and I know you're in the hot toy game. What kind of approach do you take?
Man, I've been collecting for roughly 10 years, and we've talked about this, you and I. We have a lot of parallels. But I remember back in the day when XM dropped that Hulkbuster, and everyone kind of lost their mind, and everyone was on the fence of, wow, it's great, wow, it's expensive. And, to cut it short, fast forward to today, I mean, the Magnus Opus now, I guess you could consider as the J&Ds, right? Now they're almost double what that XM Hulkbuster at the time was.
Yep.
And really, I suppose it's the realization that the game is always going to evolve, whether it's good, bad, or different. It's definitely always evolving, and there's always going to be a new piece, a new pose, a new color, new something, right? And especially now with Prime One doing the whole "we'll paint your statue" thing, so we're getting more avenues that we didn't have before, And my approach to it is pretty simplistic. It's does it fit in my area, and mentally can I vision it? Being in the industry of wanting to be an engineer, I mentally already break things down in my head. So I kind of map it out and say, do I really see this piece fitting in my collection, and does it fit? And then beyond that, does it check A, B, and C? And A, B, and C is, can I afford it? Do I really like this? And then C, the most important, in my opinion, is, am I going with what others are saying, or am I going with my own opinions with this? Because there's always going to be defects. There's always going to be someone that says there's a grail, and another person's going to say, no, that's probably like a 4 out of 10, in my humble opinion. That's what I've seen more so late. There's a lot of scrutiny for a lot of collectibles. But really, that's really it. And then, of course, not going over the margin of not biting more than what I can chew.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so diligent, because I guess I kind of started off slightly smart with the smaller scale stuff, and now I'm trying to opt into, a piece that's really present, which is a statue in comparison to like Hot Toys and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Even they're getting pricey, the Hot Toys in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I remember 250 was pretty much the ceiling, and now it's kind of like the floor now.
405. Yeah, it's
then you throw in Artesian, and then J&D. No, I'm sorry, InArt now. It's
and J&D even, yeah.
Yeah, J&D
right.
as well.
Yeah.
So I really go with with y'all, with what y'all say, because y'all are much more developed than I am, of course, and just by age alone. I mean, Ice is taking on 2 jobs. Vision is pushing it, and then Kenzilla just say you're already at the point where you are developed, but y'all could really grasp what y'all want. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
some people like me, it takes just a little bit longer, but that makes it more precise for me. Is I have much more time to say, do I like this piece or not, just by photos. There's no harm done if I say I like something or not on the screen. Comparison.
Jerry, Bill, D-Rock, myself, and Phoenix, we're just chopped liver. I got it. Yep. No problem.
No,
you can like something today doesn't mean you're gonna like it in 5 years. We humans, we all like develop more and more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My vision today might be different. I never thought I know I like predators, but like again, I never knew they had a predator statue. When I seen it, like wow, this is available. You get what I'm saying? So
I thought you meant like R. Kelly, P. Diddy kind of predator.
Oh man. Oh, man.
Sorry,
but
to Johnny's point with the YouTube, that's what this is about. This hangout here, we could do this hangout live. We open it up to the community because if we didn't, we would have our set of friends. We wouldn't necessarily meet new people. Johnny, like yourself, and then met Jerry this way. Pretty much everybody that's here. But the key thing is we're all different. We're all different ages, different parts of the world. As a viewer, these are just opinions. I'd use YouTube as a tool to help you with your own perspective. Just add it to. I'd use everybody's opinion just to add on to the perspective that you have. If it's something you missed, I didn't think of that. What John said, or Vision said, or Johnny said. And that's what it is. It's not like, John likes Batman, I need to collect Batman, and that's it, end of story. Or Jerry likes the Pure Arts Assassin's Creed line, that's it. I'm diving deep into that line, right? It's just, we're all different. We all sharing our experiences. And
I actually like when somebody said they don't like a statue. Like, me and John, we debate on things all the time backstage. Like, but I'm still gonna buy it no matter what. If I see a vision of it, no one. The person gets really changed my mind is probably my girl, and that's about it. But other than that, if I see a vision, it's coming home. Look
at this. Ash says, I just started collecting statues this year, so I'm new to the game. I'll be subbing to everyone. Awesome. I appreciate the support.
Perfect, Ash. This leads right into what I wanted to talk about.
Welcome to the hobby, buddy.
Thanks, man. Take your time, Ash, man. Don't jump in on everything. Because when you first get in, especially right now, wow, with all the stuff that's dropped, it's like it's like a choose your poison. It's like there's everything everywhere all at once. And I would say that you're going to go through that no matter what in the beginning. I think it's hard not to. And the cool thing though is when you get to that point where you're like, you know what? I know exactly what I'm like, the direction I'm going now, and where I kind of want to see this. It's kind of like Vision says. Once you get the vision of what you're building with your collection, and you really hone in on like, all right, I don't really need these characters, even though that's a cool statue, or did I given the I only have so much space, I only have so much money, so it's like you got to start picking and choosing. There's way too many statues out there to get them all. Right?
Set your own budget and try to stick to your budget.
So you gotta work within your budget. Yeah. You get one statue and keep that statue for a while, and don't get another one immediately, just because it's gonna be really cool when you get it. It's gonna be like, dang, this thing's bigger than I thought. Dang, this thing looks better than I thought. Just like my first one. Yeah. And immediately I was like, what can I get next? You're gonna go down that list of all like the characters or movie characters or whatever that you like.
I heard that once.
Try to pull that back if you can. And
I haven't heard that once.
Try to hone in. But also, here's another thing. So you guys were talking earlier about how like YouTube can be a little bit of an enabling thing, basically, is what I was getting out of what you guys were saying. And I agree. And the reason is because everybody wants to talk about the good stuff. Like nobody wants to talk about I had to sell 3 statues to buy this one.
Yeah, the struggle.
Because it's really expensive. Yeah, nobody talks about that part. But you guys can take this to the bank. It happens. Everybody don't just keep buying and just 100%. Keep buying and just keep buying. And any channels you see where it's just like statue every week, every other week, they're not keeping all the statues. They're just not. There's just no way. Yeah. So I'm just telling you, don't get caught up in that mess. pay attention to your own collection and just try to hone in on that. Also, everybody has different financial situations. I'm kind of with Ken on this one. I'm able to do this because of things I set up in my financial situation where I don't have all the bills. So the way I run things is a little different than like what John was saying. I don't put money back. I do use credit cards, but the reason I use credit cards is for credit.
Point. Yeah.
Just to build credit score, just to keep my credit score up. I alternate cards every 6 months, and I basically use my card to purchase I pick a card that has the most benefits, and then I use that card to buy all the things the benefits work for. And
so
then
happy you brought this up. So this is the next point.
And then I pay the balance off every month. Pay the balance off every month.
100%.
So what I do is I set my so I was just looking at this because I made a spreadsheet. I did a little Vegaism here. I made me a spreadsheet. I was looking at my pre-orders that are currently out, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now.
Oh boy.
2 of them are Prime 1. 3 of them are Sideshow, including the Iron Studios Deadpool and Wolverine. I just got the quarter, so I added that in. And then 2 are LBS, and those are 3 Dilber. All right, so these are all over the map. So different prices, different sizes, all that stuff. I have 3 of them that have payments just because they're Sideshow. That's the only company I do payments with is Sideshow. Yep. And a lot of times the reason I do it is because I don't have to really think about it. I always use the same card for Sideshow, so I just put it on that. Since I pay that card off every month, it's just like I pay, it's just like I paid it anyway, it's like I paid it out of pocket. But I don't have to think about it as much. And for me, the plan I have with my cards, it builds my credit up. So it keeps the credit card company looking and saying, hey, he's using that card. He's using that card for some stuff. He's keeping that account active. And honestly, if you can do stuff like that about every 4 to 6 months, they'll give you credit limit increases and they won't even tell you. Yeah. You can build credit pretty easily if you just pay your card.
And you got to think when you get a credit increase, it's not like you have that credit. Like my business, I have a business credit, but I would never charge it like this on that card just because it's there. It's not mine. Like you got to have that. You got to make sure you're making that money.
You have self-control. I just want to read this comment quick. Yeah. Duck says, "Welcome, Ash. You'll have bathroom statues in no time."
There you go.
What's going on, Louis? I'm happy, honestly, D-Rock, that you brought up the credit card topic. It's something that I'm passionate about. A credit card should be your best friend. And that's not anything that any bank teaches you. You go to school, they don't teach you. It's just from personal experience. Now, I used to work at a bank many years in sales, and I can tell you about credit cards from the back of my hand. First of all, before I do, Slifer. Holy Mac, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
Slifer.
Happy Friday, brother. Cheers.
Cheers.
Great to see you, man. How's everything? You doing well?
Good. I just poured myself a drink. Let's fucking get into it.
Club time, baby.
Yeah.
We're having a little bit of a money talk. It's not fun, but we'll get to the news soon. We'll get to the fun stuff soon.
Listen, just waste your money on statues and blow and hoes. It'll be fine.
That's it.
Off the ass cheeks.
That's how you collect responsibly. All right, the 3 in that order.
But again,
in that order, no exception.
But if the credit card,
put it on the credit card. Her swipe, she has an insert. You just, you know where to insert it, guys.
Wow, D-Rock said it perfectly. They tap nowadays. D-Rock said it perfectly. Go to your bank, and do it gradually, right? I know it's tough to manage credit and temptation, but do it gradually. Start with like $1,000, right? Because realistically, pieces and the prices that they're getting. Start with $1,000 and test it out. Put everything on that card. Find a card that gets you good reward points, that has a great reward point program, even if it has an annual fee. If you put everything on that card will pay for itself and more. You use a bank account, you don't get anything with a bank account.
Yeah, you get
You're
points
paying,
to go to hotels.
You'll pay fees with the bank account, you're not getting anything. With a credit card, some credit cards will give you insurance when you travel. Mm-hmm. Points that you can redeem for a catalog of items or money back to make a payment towards the card. But the point here is you need to use the card responsibly and credit card will give you I don't know in the States, but in Canada, 21-day grace period. I spend today on this statue. I have 21 days to make the payment. 21 days. Make the cards work for you. End of story. Some people, what I used to tell my customers, well, maybe I shouldn't say this, but who wanted to build credit and stuff, and put your paycheck on your credit card.
Ooh.
Overpay the credit card. You can overpay a credit card. If your credit card's 1,000 limit, you could put 2,000 on the credit card.
Yeah. Where we come from, we don't do that. So
yeah, I know that's a little much, but when you
Okay.
get good at it,
So
man, I do agree with you with the credit card thing because I use American Express, and our last trip we went to San Diego, and it was like $4.50 a night. And when the last conversation you had about the credit card, I was like, oh, I got points. We had so much points, 3 days all free, just off the credit card. You know what I mean? So like, I do think if you can't charge it and pay it off, I mean that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So a good way to do it, everybody can do it their own way, but like let's say you guys are using the credit just to get points, or let's say you're building your credit up, you want to buy a house or get a mortgage or something. You could put theoretically, let's say you have the money to buy this $2,000 statue. Why take it out of your account when you can put it on the credit card and then pay the credit card off at the end of every month and don't have to pay any interest on it? Once you do that, you're getting the points, you're building the credit, and
amen.
You're technically just coming out on top because now you're getting free money. So like a lot of times, like let's say you guys want an Amazon credit card or whatever. Right. You guys buy a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon. Why not have your statues fund your bounty that you're going to buy in 2 weeks from now?
Yep.
What you're paying for what you're paying for, it's good to at least try to get something back. I mean, everybody gets over on us. Like the system destroys us. They tax us. They tax the tax that we get taxed.
Exactly.
Already. So
100%.
why not try to make a little bit of money on the side by playing the system against itself? Because credit cards want you to overspend, so you have to actually pay interest, and then you get trapped. It happens to all of us. Sometimes you overspend. Some unexpected things happen. I'm guilty of it as well. But for the most part, that's how I buy statues. I put everything on the credit card. It never comes out of my bank account unless you're doing like something directly from PayPal, maybe, or however you Zelle it or something. That makes sense then. But if you're buying it from like Prime One or Sideshow, put it on your credit card, and then pay the credit card at the end of the month.
And have a separate card for strictly collecting, so you don't get your purchases mixed up.
I mean, it's great advice, but you guys got to know yourself. That's the number one thing. Know yourself. If you don't have the discipline, don't do it, man. That's all I'm saying. Know yourself.
No.
If you have,
it's easy to make that mistake and forget or miss that amount of payment. Then you get the interest though, because because I mean it can happen.
That's my biggest advice. If you have the ability to control yourself, all the better to you, which I do, and that's exactly what I do. But too many times I see people who don't have the self-control, and they get in big trouble with that. And that's the only thing I have to say negative about that. It's just know yourself, okay?
Yeah, don't come back in a year and say, Jonathan, you told me to get a credit card. Now pay it off. Like I'm sorry, you got to use your. It's common sense. Like
some credit cards have 12 months on interest.
Common sense.
So that works as well. So, but like you got to think. You say you got to know yourself because it's easy to get lost in 30 days and do something else or something pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Separate. My tip would be separate. Start off with a low amount just to test it out. And what Phoenix said is right. You got to know yourself. If you don't think you can handle it, then don't. And it's even good when you're making your PayPal payments to protect yourself. You pay a little bit more if you make a purchase through PayPal through a credit card. You'll pay an extra service fee, but you'll get that extra level of protection on your purchase. And you're seeing a lot in the community now with these resellers popping up. Wow, what a deal. Who's this? Never heard their names. You know them? Okay, I want to give them a shot. PayPal, credit card for PayPal with the added protection of the credit card. Something goes wrong within the allotment of time, you're covered. Just do your homework. We're just here to offer some advice, having conversations that we're not hearing anywhere else. I hear, and even last week we were excited. Hey, spend. But how do you approach it? How can you approach it? And this doesn't have to be. This doesn't have to be the only episode that we do about this. This can be something that we can discuss throughout the year if this is what people are if they enjoy, if they want some
I
tips.
still say if you're new into this and you're trying, because you're going to fall into the FOMO for sure. Try to make sure, even if you're going to use a credit card, make sure you have the funds already there before you make a purchase. I think that's the safest way to keep you from falling into a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know. Maybe I didn't say that, but that's what I'm saying. If you have the money to back up the credit card, just use the credit card to get points. That's what I try to do. You know, don't get me wrong. Unexpected things will happen in your life. That you have to try to account for them as best as possible. Like unexpected things happen. I had to cancel a lot of stuff. I ate that. That happened. I had to eat a lot of pre-orders that I pre-ordered. I got rid of a lot of stuff. It was a blessing and a curse at the same time, but I look at it as you just got to balance your life accordingly. Sometimes you can't plan for everything, but as long as you're comfortable with like looking at your entire situation and just adjusting. Every month will be an adjustment. Every month, especially in this community, because something new always comes out. Right. Something new might catch your interest. That is the ever problem. The only problem in this community is something new will always come out. The same character will come out even better than the last one. Right. You just have to weigh your options if it's going to be good for you or not.
Hey, what's going on, Jeff?
Yeah, the other side of it is that, you know what? You don't need to watch every channel. That's the other side of it. If you start watching every channel and every channel is telling you to buy, guess what? You're going to truck. So just like what you like, and look at certain things, but don't start watching every channel because every channel will corrupt you eventually. Because it's like
not this one.
Yeah, hype you up.
The only channel the only place you should be hearing buy is when you're listening to In Sync. Other than that, not on the YouTube channel.
Or you can see where your distributor, where they're located at, though, because sometimes they give you a good deal. Like for me, the reason why I don't use credit cards, I live down the street from my pickup, so I pay up front and I get like a discount and no what's the name, no, you know what I'm saying though. So
how'd you get that
to
discount?
Me, way more money I'm saving than the credit card points, if that makes sense, But if I go for Prime One, I put my the credit card on my PayPal, like John said, and then go that route because you're getting points and then you're safe as well.
What's going on, Jeff? Jeff saying definitely over the last few weeks had to take a step back and consider what I can and can't afford and what companies I can even afford. Not every company is for every collector's wallet. Highlight comment of the evening so far. Perfect. The ability that says realize you need to take a step back, but not only that, but realize, hey, these companies are tiered. These companies are going after different tiers of customer at different price points, and to realize that, beautiful. Like it's a great point. And if you're a collector, hey, yeah, you can afford a D&D or a Prime One. But if you're buying like Iron Studios or Sideshow, 10 pieces a year, you can't do that with a Prime One, or you got to adjust. AO saying, what's going on, AO? Welcome to the show. A lot of channels are repetitive. This is the only channel I like to get my statue news from. Wow, that is high praise. Appreciate that, AO. Wow.
Yeah, I want to clarify something real quick, too, with the credit card stuff. I would never condone somebody to go get a credit card to start buying anything. So don't take it that way. If you do get one, I would say the best way to learn to use it is maybe just buy one thing with it every month and pay it off and get used to doing that. So maybe you buy your groceries with it twice a month or whatever. And then you just pay, you're going to pay that off anyway, right? You're not going down the fun rabbit hole where you're like, oh, I got $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever your credit limit is. I got to go find all the video games and all the fun stuff and a statue. And right. You don't want to do that because that's real easy to do. What you want to do is if you're going to do a credit card, get it to buy something small to start with so that you get used to paying that off, because you definitely don't want to not be paying it off, because that's where you get trapped too. You get all those big high interest rates and stuff on credit cards. So you can get trapped that way. Also, like I have kind of a limit. Like I said, I had 7 pre-orders, but at least 3 of these are from last year. Or 4, like they're spread out pretty good. Like I don't pre-order like 10, 15, whatever. As a year. So that's the other thing. Like you gotta like monitor how much stuff you're buying. from whatever company. It doesn't. I mean, these statues are not cheap, no matter what company you're buying from.
It's
Even
a
the
luxury.
Iron
Let's
Studios
not
10
lie.
scale. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
luxury.
Hey, listen, even the Iron Studios 10th scale now are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They're like old school sideshow prices.
Yeah.
So, like, and stuff. Everything's expensive now. So,
Doug said, "I watch because." So let's get this out. I watch John because he reads comments and rides on a 24-inch chrome. I don't even know what a 24-inch chrome is, but
I'm getting wheels like rims.
okay. And Slifer's response is perfect. Duck, the comments are as important as sitting on the panel. 100%.
It is. It's true. Because everybody, whether you're on the panel or not, you're still part of the crew. Like, we still value what people say. Like, I read the comments all the time. Like, I'll sit here and I'll respond to you if I can, if I'm not, like, going on a rant or some shit. But for the most part, you know, that's how you meet new people. We're all friends. I like to think we're all friends here.
Laud Collectibles, welcome, man. Good to see you. Good day, collectors. Yeah. Just want to give a heads up on the credit cards. If you continuously pay them off, they will have a reason to close your account, especially if you're earning rewards. This, I don't know if that happens in the States, but I've had a credit card since I was 18 and always paid off, and I still have it.
Here. I never seen that happen with me.
I've never seen that, yeah. But that's wild. If your bank's doing that, I'd recommend you change banks real quick. Yeah. Real quick. And I'm talking about, when I'm referring to this credit, like I'm talking about main banks in the States, whatever you do with like Bank of America. I think you guys have TD.
We don't know TDs out there, but okay.
You don't know TD? Okay, well, we have it here. Like main banks. Don't go off into like the Tony Soprano. Don't go off to the Tony Soprano. Let's go get acrylic from Western. Where did he go?
You got bodega credit cards.
Yeah, don't. Oh no. Sorry, we gotta make that clear. Actual banks. Yeah.
Like Google.
Hey, but real quick, man. I was gonna say earlier after D-Rock was talking, he was talking about like the 1/10s and stuff like that. Because I collect a lot of 1/10s. Wow. So I collect a lot of 1/10s. Man, hold on. Man.
This is as quiet as it gets. That was awesome. To talk back, pop.
Yeah. So I collect a lot of 1/10. So with me collecting a lot of 1/10s, I usually have a lot of stuff on pre-order. Like right now, I may have like 15 statues on pre-order, but majority of them are 1/10s. But like D-Rock was saying, right? I plan on getting all of the 1/10 scale Street Fighter Jam from PCS, right? But doing the math with those, right? I looked it up. I think it's like 30 characters, and they do like a 2-pack at $250 a piece. Well, once you add all of that up, that's like $4,000. So if they was to put all of the 2-packs up, all 16 up at one time, right? 16, 15, however many it's going to be. That's $4,000 in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? If they decide to release all of those back to back, that's going to be very expensive, very fast. Yeah. So you do have to kind of, pay attention to those things when you are ordering. Me, I decided if I was going to get them, I'm going to get all of them. But that could be a problem down the line if they decide to release them back to back. That's a lot of money. So D-Rock is actually right when it comes to that. Even with the 1/10 scales, you got to be careful how you manage your money when it comes to those.
Yeah, they're like hot toys. They're exactly like hot toys. Exactly.
But me and John had a conversation backstage today about certain things, like what company would you beat? My main company is Prime One. I love Prime One, but if I started a business, I'm Iron Studios because they're the price of it.
This is great combo, but we can't divert now because we're an hour and a half in. We got to keep on moving. So we can't divert now into that. That conversation was great, and we should use that as a topic for next week because that conversation we had was perfect. And it was the one time me and Vision actually got along for 15 minutes. But I'm telling you, that was pretty good. We were having a good conversation.
I was in full black, so I was making sure. Oh yeah, I like you now, bro.
Wow, not quite, but sure. But before we move on, Jerry, any tips for that you when you're with your collecting? I know you got focused on like the pure arts, and you've been good, man. dabble in here and there and kind of setting a plan. Any tips?
Nah, I think you guys covered most of it. Like I just felt like I was in the comments. I'm just listening to you guys.
Awesome.
For this one. Yeah, it's just be careful and try to be more select. Like I've been dealing with that recently with the 1/6 and everything. Like kind of like slowly backing out of 1/6 because even with like the N art, I'm like, do I want to pay 500? I'd rather probably just get a statue or just save for something that's coming up in the future and just getting rid of POs. And I got a couple things I got to put up for sale.
That's it.
Just rethinking some of the collection.
Heck yeah. Just knowing the limit. Yeah, sometimes you can't get everything, man.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Bill? Any tips? Because I know you get into like the Hasbro stuff, and those can be pricey too. The figures. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the Giant Man HasLab.
Yeah, man, those HasLabs, and those HasLabs are tricky because it's fork over the money right up front. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, focus on what you love, but take it slow.
Perfect advice.
That's the best advice I could give. Just take it slow, no matter what you're going to do. And appreciate.
You'll be selling a whole lot less pieces if you do it that way.
Yeah. And appreciate the
less regret buying.
Yep.
I finally got a piece a couple weeks ago that I've been not necessarily that piece, but looking for that character in that scale, and been looking for that piece for over 10 years, and that was so rewarding to finally get it and appreciate it. Because every time I walk in the room, I look at it and I appreciate it.
Everything's attainable. There's no rush. Look, did it take a while? Sure, but look, you have it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Amen. Jeff saying switching scales is a great way to move into a cheaper option. Myself, I'm going into quarter to help cushion the blow of high prices. See, that's another option, is kind of pivoting. Duck saying, remember, there's no downside of getting a loan from a guy in a bar flipping a nickel with a toothpick in his mouth. Don't listen to that advice. Jeez, we'll keep going in the show. We'll move forward. This doesn't have to be the last time we have this discussion. Please, you got the Everyday Facebook group. In the comments on YouTube,
lucky horse.
Yeah, tell me about it. All in on red.
Yeah, put it all on black.
Just get some woman to blow on the dice at the casino and see if that works. But
let her blow on something else afterwards.
Oh, okay. We're after midnight. It's good. But seriously, you hit us up in the comments, Facebook Messenger, whatever, man. Don't be afraid to hit us up. We are always willing to talk. These are a good group of guys here, and always friendly, right? You won't get pushed away. So, but let's move on to some of the show. I'm going to open it up with the community polls. You guys know Dilber puts this together every month and then does a quarterly report, and then we do a little bit of a monthly report. End of the month already, so this is for July. I can't believe we're in August already. So July, what were you most excited about? What were you most concerned about? For this month, people weren't really concerned about anything. I think I had put down the Grey Hulk versus Wolverine from Sideshow. That was the most concerning thing, that they just went ahead and did a revamp. So we don't have to necessarily do a poll for that, but we're going to do the poll for the most excited about. So this month, people were most excited about the Sideshow Con teasers, the Queen Studios Optimus Prime, the human size piece that they're doing, that announcement, and the J&D Guts announcement. So what we do at the end of the month, as you know, we'll put up a poll on YouTube for people who didn't vote or don't have social media. You guys could go ahead and vote now. So I put up the poll at the end of the show. We'll close it. Get your votes in, and then we'll tally those votes at the end of the show and relay that information to you. Just kind of a way to gauge and get more opinions and information from the community. This we usually do in the Everyday Collector Facebook group. New little segment I did. Well, I didn't know we were going to go this late, hour 30, but we'll still cover it. Grinds my gears. What really grinds your gears? in the hobby, guys. What? I don't know why this came to me today. I was on the toilet, and no, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
inspiration
kidding.
time, man.
Thanks for that.
I'm kidding. I was watching another YouTube channel. No, I'm really kidding there. What really grinds my gears? You guys think about it a little bit. I'm going to go through some comments in the Facebook group that people shared, and let's see what they had to say.
They were good comments.
They were really good. Yeah, this was great.
Really good.
I think I'm gonna do this once a month. To be honest, this is gonna be like a new little segment once a month. This is great. Piggy opened up with. Sorry, go ahead, D-Rock.
Oh no, you're good, man. I was just gonna say high as shipping, but I know everybody's
high as shipping. Perfect.
Yeah,
that's definitely one.
Yep.
Piggy says not enough obscure characters. Too many Batman and Wolverines, which are technically double Batman, and not enough Man-Bats and Martian Manhunters. Yeah, I know why, but it still grinds my gears. Wow. David saying, for sure agreeing, I need a Ra's al Ghul, Clayface, and Sinestro in quarter scale. Get moving, companies. Ryan brought up a good one. Shipping breakages. I think that's one that we don't hear too much of, but definitely an important one. Heartbreaking. When you get that piece you've been waiting for forever, and it breaks. It comes in pieces. Carl saying the lack of free shipping options from Prime 1. Wow, I thought that was Vision, but it's Carl. Who else here? We got Brian. Brian went on to say, in regards to Prime 1, some concerns with Prime 1. Not sure if you follow anime, John, anime statue news, but the Prime 1 Levi statue was announced, and everyone complained there should be blood added because the scene is very bloody. They stated due to licensing issues they couldn't do it. Now they announced they're adding this new feature to their statues where you can add blood or snow for $500, or there's a premium package where you can pay $10,000 and collaborate with the artist to get it exactly how you want it. It's ridiculous in my opinion and seems like a money grab. This I'm going to piggyback to the Prime when we get to Prime 1 because we're going to talk a little bit about that. Absolutely wild news from Prime 1 this week with crazy. Some of the options. But Brian, thank you. That was a great point. X-Men Exclusive says, for me, it's the scammers always trying to post statues, pics for sale of collections they don't even own or have. Then get hard-earned money from my friends. Pisses me off through the roof. But I love when we catch and blast them on Facebook scammer alert. That's awesome. Dwayne saying pre-orders, and we know the statue isn't coming for years. That needs to change in the industry. Another great one. Our very own Jerry. People complaining about others' opinions. Let people feel however they want. Unless it's Piggy with his Batfleck opinion. 2 points for that one.
He's gonna come for you. Piggy's coming for you.
Piggy's coming for you. Santino, when people in this hobby speak without thinking about what they're going to say first. Wow. Really good one. I've been saying high shipping prices and lack of brick and mortar places to get these. Very own Slifer saying collectors getting upset when you have an opposing opinion and the tribal loyalty collectors have to companies who don't give a shit about them. God damn. Speak the truth, amen. Mm-hmm. Luke says Sideshow Beast. I really want a different pose.
I can't even fault him for that one.
A few more. Peter, this was a good one from Peter. Peter, who was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but I hope he is. Hope you're doing well, man. John, you are not guilty of the following. In fact, you've called this behavior out at times. At the risk of offending people, what really grinds my gears is when YouTubers aren't honest about reviews or issues with statues. They have a loyal fan base and hype companies for vested interests. Sometimes it's because they get something out of it, and other times it's because they are working towards trying to get a deal in the future. That's why some of them won't review customs. I love Sideshow and have their pieces in my collection, but you can't tell me they're on par with XM and Prime 1. Yet they'll be super critical of XM and Prime 1, but have nothing negative to say about Sideshow. To be honest, it's value. So is integrity. Look, everyone can do what they want. If you are trying to use your platform as a salesman, go right ahead. All I'm saying is that's why I don't watch lots of channels anymore. I'm not angry. I'm just not interested in listening to bullshit. Especially when I'm considering buying a piece. They're expensive, and I don't want buyer's remorse. Look, I don't want endless bashing a company for its F-ups either. But when you watch Art, the Statue Collector, give a review, he keeps it 100%. Shout out to Art. Not many do. I'm not recommending you bring this topic up, as it will definitely cause drama. I'm just saying I appreciate your honesty and integrity. The Everyday Collector, I don't always agree with you, but I know you are trying to keep it 100%. Well, I appreciate that, Peter. I didn't read these ahead of time, just so you know, but definitely shout out to Art, because I agree with you completely. His reviews are 100%. D saying, I think it's just the lack of variety is the biggest bummer. I'm not saying for companies to stop making Marvel, DC, Star Wars, for example, but there are popular IPs out there waiting to be done. It has gone a lot better, though, like J&D doing One Piece, Berserk, and Stellar Blade. And there's companies finally giving League of Legends attention, including Hot Toys, which has been long overdue. Vega just put Jerry priceless.
Right.
I do want to commend. I just do want to commend.
I'm just happy he's not here.
Wow, poor guy. He's missed. I do want to commend Peter, though, just for that comment in regards to. I don't always agree with you, but I know you try to keep it 100. Like, that's what I feel like a lot of people with YouTube lack is if you're not on the same wavelength, you can't be friends. You can't be anything. It's like I can't even associate myself with you. That's the bullshit that we deal with. But anyone on the panel have anything to add?
Lack of integrity. What you just said. Lack of integrity in the community. Especially for people who are in front of the camera. That's all I'm going to say.
It's showtime, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one.
Go
ahead, Johnny.
Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, one that really shocks me because I feel like it's more like a middle school tactic. And it's surprising that adults still have this trait, especially in this hobby, is in their own version, they feel like they have entitlement just because they dish out so much money. And if they have more than 10 pieces in their collection, for instance, they feel like they're better or superior. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's I wouldn't say it really grinds my gears. It's just really unfortunate. It sucks to see.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyone else?
I think there's too many people in the community that are just not who they portray themselves to actually be. I think if you had a little bit more honesty, you probably have a little bit more success. I think most of these channels or people doing reviews and stuff, there's always an ulterior motive, which is fine. But I think if you're more upfront with stuff like that, it probably will be better for you in the long run. I think it's just being real, being who you really are. I think is probably the best bet. I think when you're fake, I could feel it. That grinds my gears. I don't like when people are fake at all. I'd rather, if you're an asshole, just be an asshole. Like, I like that. I prefer that, honestly, because then I know exactly where you're coming from. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. Cool. I could rock with that. But when you play this middle ground where you don't really know, like, should I listen to you? Should I not listen to you? Are you being honest? Are you not being honest? I think that's really what kind of like grinds my gears in the entire community. Is like, I don't know where people really stand. And then I just won't watch your content. And I just prefer not. I've gotten to a point where I'll turn it off. Like, I can't watch it anymore. Like, I'll try, but after a point you go, okay, I can't do this anymore. Even if they have like the new hottest piece or whatever, it just doesn't feel real to me. So I'd rather just look at pictures and just abstain from the whole thing altogether. So
Doug says, I think everyone has different experiences with parts of the community. Had a terrible experience with Spec, but a lot of people swear by them. Okay.
Yeah.
Red Hood, how do you tell if someone is being fake or real? That's a tough one to say. That you're gonna have to learn by yourself, because
I mean, some people do have a lot of credit card debt.
Nathan.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Nathan. Yep. You
I
definitely
mean,
have
just
be
to
careful.
try and keep up.
Yeah.
I have an answer for that question where you said, how do you tell? As far as YouTube, like channels and stuff,
Sorry, hold on. I gotta put this.
if they don't ever have a real opinion on something, and by that I'm kind of piggybacking what Slifer said. You can tell if somebody is keeping their opinion like in a real middle ground, where like if something's not good and somebody did something wrong and they don't really call it out, they'll just keep pushing it, especially if it's a company like they might have a sponsorship with or whatever. They'll just keep pushing their stuff, even if like there's other problems going on and they won't address those things. Those are red flags for me. When somebody won't address issues, even if there are issues, especially if it affects the community at large that they're making money off of while streaming to with all their subscribers and stuff, that's a problem. I mean, you can make money doing whatever you want. A lot of people at least in America, don't give a shit about other people, and all they want to do is make as much money as they can, and I guess they want to live on an island by themselves. I don't know, but you gotta like in a community setting like we're in. I think you really should respect other people, and in order to do that, you should, give them heads ups on stuff if stuff's not looking like it's going right with a company, or if like don't just like kiss everybody's ass and say everything's great all the time. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to be negative all the time either, but if you play that weird like kind of everything's great, but you never really pick an opinion. You really don't have an opinion on anything ever. That's like not saying anything, and that always triggers me because I'll be like, "Nah, I'm not really buying this," because you're just kind of saying the same thing all the time, and you're not really forming an opinion on anything. And everybody has an opinion, so you can't just be like, "Oh, I'm always just positive, and I'm always just this or that." Like, yeah, sure,
yeah,
just say what you really think, and stop worrying about views and shit.
That's it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Once you go down that road, you're just a YouTube content creator. You're no longer a statue collector. You might collect statues, but you're becoming more of a content creator than anything else. That's just my opinion.
Appreciate this sentiment. Hosting a YouTube.
I want to add something off of that real quick.
Sure,
John, that's why I kept watching you and this channel,
yeah,
an ISIS channel, rather than some of the other channels out there. It's because y'all address the issues, talk about them, but y'all are doing it in a respectful manner. You're not downing on people. You're just stating the facts.
Just bringing the issues to light. That's all. Issues that wouldn't typically be brought to light. And let me tell you, I definitely see why people don't do it. And I respect people that... I still respect people who don't do it. I lost a lot of people I thought were friends. A lot of people that I thought were friends. Because I do it. But that's fine. It just... all it does is allow me to value the people that want to hang out and be here. Look, Club has 10 people on this panel that value the hangout amongst each other. And that's what I value here. I won't change. I'll never change the content that I do. Everybody who wants to be on the show has open door policy, but you got to respect the
Can you please say I value Vision so I can clip that? Thank you.
Vision is out the door very soon. Thin red line, so we will have an opening if anyone wants to join. No, I'm kidding, but I'm serious. I'm serious in the sense that lost a lot of. I get you don't want to talk about the hard hitting stuff, but guess someone has to, because you got collectors coming into this hobby and not seeing this stuff that's going on, and we'll cover a little bit more of that. Let me tell you something. I did learn one thing that maybe I was a little bit selfish of before, is if I do have a hard hitting opinion, do it on a separate show than rather a main show, because not everybody on the panel may want to discuss it. Because I can respect that, because there's friends all over the place and this and that. So not doing it on a main show, I could do it by myself. Whoever wants to join is more than welcome to join. But I think that would be one piece of advice. If you are a YouTube channel and want to get into those like hard hitting topics, and you have a main show, don't do it on your main show with other panel members unless you run it by them and everybody's okay to discuss it. Road Dog saying, hosting a YouTube collecting show takes a lot of work usually. I appreciate the content. I'll watch some shows and skip some. Yep. Fair enough. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else have anything to say in regards to this?
No, good topic, man.
Perfect.
It was fun to read. It was fun
Yeah.
to read today.
I think we'll do this once a month. And if nobody responds to it, fine. But it'll just be out there. Maybe someone will respond one month, not another. But yeah, I think this was good. Beautiful. Let's keep. So let's get into some news. We'll blow through this kind of stuff. Sideshow. Not too much news this week out there, but we'll cover it. Vega had shared this with us. Beast, we got the measurements out there. 26.25 inches tall, 14.8 inches wide, and 13.6 inches deep. Should be coming soon, so RSVP if you're interested. But I did want to get those measurements out there so that if you are interested in this piece, you start your planning. Because this was kind of one people were on the fence about. Some liked, some really loved, some didn't like too much. Wanted to see more, but we got the measurements out there, so we'll relay that over to you.
Has Beast ever like come out and done a pose like this, even in the comics?
Not contorted like the way this is, like more.
No, right?
It's always been like kind of like, pretty straight on or up, upside down, where he's like doing it with his hands and stuff. The feet, yeah, I guess sometimes, but like the way that it's angled, I've never seen it that way. Like the twist in his ankle, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I feel like he's usually hanging from his feet rather than using the feet. But
I thought I saw something in one of the animated series. Like when I first saw the statue, the first thing that came to mind is that they took it off of one of the shows I watched. I can't timeline to it. But I remember him pouring something into a vase exactly like this in one cartoon, one of the animated ones. I'm not sure if it was one of the older ones or more recent ones. Probably one of the older ones, I'm sure.
Actually, that just
this is definitely animated series.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's Wolverine and the X-Men or if it's just the old Taz series, but I think you're right, Ken.
I think it was the original series.
Yeah, I think so. An older one.
Because I think this is definitely like original series design.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like
Ash and Mitchell say he's always multitasking, and used to do this in the old X-Men.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's from
Going on, Jaden. I like this comment. Jojo Savage. Love this guy. John's a great guy for the community. Only bad thing about him, he's Canadian. You hear that, Phoenix? Fine.
I agree.
Not too much fault with that one.
All right.
Yeah. We all have to have a flaw. So,
Jojo is John Jr. with the dad jokes, eh? Like that.
John can't help where he was born. Okay, he didn't choose to be born in a destitute wasteland.
We'll keep you guys updated with more Beast info. Moving on.
Let's fund John's trip to America. He's gonna move here.
Waitlisted, man.
Whoa!
Wow.
Waitlisted?
Hey, baby. Is that the exclusive only?
The exclusive only.
Yeah, just the exclusive.
Okay. I didn't know about this. That looks pretty cool.
So if you're interested, a lot of hate at first, but hey, what were we gonna say?
Hey,
I was gonna say this kind of reminds me of the Jason Momoa Aquaman. They kind of like underline it like to the actor or actresses in this case that play the character, because I think their exclusive had Momoa's face for the exclusive. So I didn't know about this piece, but that's pretty interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like her. A lot of people were. Sorry, go ahead, Slayer.
I just feel like this piece is not isn't in comparison to the last one. I think the last one was just done too well, and this is kind of being overshadowed. I think, regardless of the name or whatever, it just the last one was the better buy. Personally, I think.
For sure, I think, but people after seeing that one are clenching onto the ones they want, and if they're selling at a higher rate. So I think people are like, hey. But yeah, this was not well received at all from when we did the show and what I've been hearing in the community. So very interesting to see. Just goes to show you that there could be a lot more people that don't necessarily tune into YouTube and share their opinions that are interested into the piece. Again, small, yes, 200 for the exclusive, but
yeah, but the other side, the other side is that the last one was leaping in the air, so they got to go with the opposite direction in order to get interest, right?
Yeah.
It's always the case, right? You got to do something completely opposite.
I mean, you compare them up if you're a big X-23 fan, yeah. But here she's technically Wolverine, the new Wolverine, which I think is bullshit, but whatever. I mean, X-23 is, she's a fan favorite, I'd say.
What's going on, Casual? All right, awesome. We'll keep on punching her. Darkest Before Dawn. This is that Mythos line by Sideshow. These were shown. The renders, like the artist's work.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this piece?
Ton of potential, yeah.
Yeah, but this piece is funny because it's supposed to be Batman, but all I see is Strife from X-Men. I don't know if you guys know that look, but that's what from his neck up, like his chest. Dude, from his chest up, that looks like Strife straight up from Cable. In X-Men,
I think it'll be more. It'll definitely look different once it's like more, in molding as opposed to just
3D with the
bat
on the bottom.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
But from the art,
and that's what I get. I get Strife vibes. Yeah, I love Strife's design. So,
how come we don't get no Strife statues? That's a good point. We don't
exactly.
Like,
hey, after doing this one, they could definitely do it.
That's Sideshow Con 2025.
John, you may show Strife right now, so you're talking about the context.
Yeah, if you have it, sure.
Oh, you never seen Strife? Oh, yeah. Strife's a cool character, man. I love his armor look. I think the bone was done very well many years ago.
Knife in the kitchen.
Like Dark Knight metal from that piece.
Yo.
Okay. Kind
Very
of like
cool very 90s.
Sauron, reminding thing with the helmet.
Like
the problem with this one is 1/5, right? All the Mythos
1/5. No, I don't know if that's confirmed. Phoenix.
Oh, right.
He looks like Steppenwolf.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's confirmed on the 1/5.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
I do it anyway, so.
Yeah, like the Harley Quinn, I know is not the that's 1/4 they announced. This one didn't have a scale attached to it, so maybe they'll go 1/5. Maybe they'll go that Berserk size, the Berserk Wolverine size.
The Aquaman is it's 1/5.
Fantastic segue.
So imagine this is the same thing, right? So
appreciate you, Vision, for pulling that up, man.
I like this piece. This piece, from what it looks like, I think it's going to be a really nice looking piece.
And I agree completely. And to what Phoenix mentioned, here's the Aquaman. Just a closer look. And Vega was sharing this as well. Thanks.
Wow, that's crazy.
I never think that Batman will rival the Prime One piece for sure. Like if you want a different type of Batman.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say if you go back, you could see the bat on the base. I just saw that.
Yeah,
that looks
on the
dope.
bottom. Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Very cool.
Yeah, this line has a lot of potential. That's for sure.
That's cool.
But you're right, Phoenix, because this is not mentioned either. Maybe they'll go on a smaller scale, 1/5 for the line, because I don't think Aquaman was listed as a premium format either. No. I was kind of hoping it was going to be on the larger scale, but you're probably right with the 1/5.
That's my fear. Is like all the scales. Like, what is their plan? You know what I mean? You can't really jump around much.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Red Sonja. Some people saying that this pose is similar to that Batman that we just saw, like that leaping. But let's have a look to see how this came out of the box.
How white do you think your teeth really are? Let's try the tissue test. Oof, still yellow.
There's toothpaste white and there's Crest 3.
Let's take a quick look.
Oh, look, it's Steve's girl.
That's Steve's. That's Steve's friend.
Oh, that's not his friend.
No. Pretty big piece, darn. Nice anatomy, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
So, is it Vampire like a dragon slayer? Or like what is she?
I'm not the right guy to ask that. Vampirella, this is Red Sonja, this one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Red Sonja.
That's a Phoenix question. Does anybody know her origin?
I'm not a big Red Sonja person.
I'm not a big. Buck would probably know.
I think she's during the Conan era. So the
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's from the Conan comics, and I mean,
I think the Batman is more head on. Like he's it's almost kind of like the Hulk, where he's kind of like head on, where he has the axe behind his back.
Yeah.
This one's more of like a side, like slash.
Off to the side.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar, but I mean, it's an action pose. What do you expect?
But you know what? I think she should have faced the other way, where she leapt into it, as opposed to being tripped. Like I get the feeling that she's being tripped and she's falling, so it doesn't have the same, power stance, right? That's how I see it. If she had leapt toward the thing and trying to strike it, then I see it more as more powerful. This way, she's just tripping, right? So
I don't know if she's tripping. It seems like it's an overhand. It's an overhand right, man. It's almost like it's like a downward slash. It doesn't seem like she's getting tripped. It seems like she's putting all her power into one right hand.
yeah, but the problem is she's
Because she has the lead foot out. If she was tripping, it wouldn't look like that.
Yeah, but she's hitting something that doesn't exist, and that's.
I mean, we don't see what's on the other side of that.
Yeah,
it could be a giant monster. This could just be like a blood tentacle monster thing, whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
Like for me, it looks like this is just part of a scene. The bigger scene, she's slashing at something. Okay. That to me, that's what it looks like. Because she has like a lead foot out. I think if it was more like her feet were held back, then it would look like a trip.
Yeah, my understanding is that she it's kind of like a medieval, and she was like orphaned. She kind of goes after the people that killed her family, and
oh, nice.
Yeah,
here's some info.
Gosh,
I don't really know too much about Red Sonja. I mean, I like the art.
I just didn't know her backstory. That's all.
Yeah.
Because beyond her being in like a medieval bikini, I guess you could say, like I've never really seen anything. Like
she was kind of like a forced
swordswoman and an adventurer.
Well, she's on par with Conan.
When she was 17, her home was attacked by bandits, leaving her the sole survivor. Swearing revenge, Red Sonja became a fierce and highly skilled warrior at the peak of human condition, whose prowess with a sword is virtually unmatched.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be like the equal to Conan. That's how skilled she is.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We should kind of do this if but overall on the statue, you guys, I was gonna say we should do this with characters, maybe once an episode. If there's a character you want to learn about or whatever, we can pull it up when we have time.
I just think that
is this...
I gotta say this. The specs that on the site you were just on. Did you see the height and weight? It's hilarious, man. They're putting her at 5'11" and 130. That girl ain't no 130, bro. Yeah, right. Not at 5'11".
We're not far from. Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's all ass and tits. Jesus Christ,
bro.
Man.
That's 130 right there. just that.
Jojo made a joke. Let me see if Jojo. Wow. All right, Jojo. There's a heavy flow of red in this stench. No pun intended. Savages.
This is the same thing as the last X-23. The last two, Red Sonja was way better. So, same idea. I guess this is for people who missed it.
Here's one that everyone's been kind of anticipating. The Ghost Rider. Let's take a look. Out of the box
already.
This
yet. I'm excited.
4 minutes. Goddamn, I don't have 4 minutes. Let me pull it up here for you guys.
Man, it does look good lit up.
It
looks real good lit up. Yeah, it does. I think it was designed just to light up. I don't think they.
I don't think.
I'm not buying. I'm not buying. They were like, "Oh, we just added it later." I'm not buying that.
I think it looks incredible, man.
Even not lit up, I still think it looks good. Got a lot of color in it.
Yeah, but like I think the original designs, like they didn't have all that deep red in
No,
around the engine
they
and
didn't.
stuff.
No,
They
you're
didn't
right.
have any of that. I think all
See
of that was
that paint
when
on
they
the
were
knee
doing the
there.
lighting.
That's what
Mhm.
like unlit. That's kind of what.
Yeah,
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think it looks fine unlit. It looks really good lit up, but that still looks good.
I think that's courtesy of Prime One starting their new paint applications. I think it's they called
Wow.
it something. It's like
Yeah.
mimicking light. Yeah.
yeah. Are those forks in with magnetic? Like you guys think that'll hold for?
I was thinking the same thing.
Or-
They have to be.
I think
They got to
might
be
have
strong though,
pins.
right?
Yeah,
No, they have pins.
but it has to be like
Yeah, for the wheel. I was thinking about the wheel.
it'll just slide out and bust.
I guess the hand is a stabilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know what this Ghost Rider reminds me of, like the last Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage, where it's kind of like burnt at the shoulders and stuff like that. That's what it kind of reminds me of. I think this looks good, man. I'm really feeling this piece. I just wish it was my Ghost Rider, but I mean, who knows? If I get a good deal on it, maybe. I'm just not prioritizing this right now.
I think you'll be able to get a good deal down the road.
Yeah, I like it. I really do like it. If I was really into collecting Marvel like that, I would 100% buy this piece. It's just I'm kind of taking a back seat.
I still think the best Ghost Rider that's been done is that XM retro cowboy one.
On horse?
He's on the horse.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Well
pretty
done.
dope. I don't know. He's a complex character to do.
I think if anybody complains about this piece, I think it's kind of just like they have their own favorites. They shouldn't say, "Hey, this is not as good as that one," because by far this is an impressive looking piece.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, the detail, the color.
For me,
Yeah.
I would have this. If someone gave me the option of having this versus the XM, I would take this.
So would I.
Like all day, I would take this one.
Especially with the light up.
Yeah.
Light up 100%. Unlit, I can't agree, personally.
Nobody asked you, Jim.
Oh. AC adapter.
That's it. This is what I'm talking about. You're supposed to agree with us, all right?
No,
John?
I can't
This is
agree
how
with you.
it's-
Unlit. Unlit. Come on, guys. Unlit. It looks like you talked about the Phoenix being a lasagna pie. What's this?
I've never. No. This does not look like that. How dare you?
No, it's not that bad. But come on. Okay, everyone's entitled to their thing. Yeah. If you like it, enjoy it. I'm just happy that it's an AC adapter, number one, and they fixed the chain. It lights up all the way to the end.
Yeah.
How could you, John? How could you?
This is a betrayal.
Look at
I'm
that.
amazed
Like,
about how much stuff lights up on it. Like the whole statue lights up almost, except
lit
just-
up.
Yeah, it looks
Probably
really good lit up.
Best lit up statue of the year. I would put this on so far.
So let me ask you this: they're using a different material, no? Because it's kind of illuminated within the whole piece, right?
Yeah, it's got to be more of a resin.
Right.
That shot right there.
It can't be It can't be like polystone at the same ratio.
Right.
No,
it's got to be more of a clear resin.
Maybe it's like for some of the anime stuff that you have, isn't it? Maybe something similar to that.
Clear resin that they paint
clear
over.
resin.
Yeah.
So it won't be heavy, right? More or less.
No, resin is very heavy.
A little bit
Resin is
lighter.
Very, very heavy. It's not as light as you think. I'm telling you. When it's a good chunk, it weighs a lot.
It's not like PVC.
Gotcha.
But like I say with
It
Sideshow,
stinks.
fantastic production. We gotta wait to see it in hand. I want to see
I
this.
mean, they
light up.
definitely they pushed the bar on this one. That's for sure.
What's the price point? They have it out yet?
11, I believe 11.
Yeah. That scope is
Repeat.
great.
This
I don't
is
even
a-
think that's a bad price, man. Considering like
sculpt
the
is
engineering
fantastic.
that went into this.
Yeah, oh yeah, there is PF.
I didn't think the price was good until I saw what they did with the light up.
Yeah.
Once I saw how much they had to put into it, I was like, all right, that makes more sense.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yep.
You mean sanitation? That was good. If you know, you know. Anyone picking this one up? Casual's asking.
I
agree
might,
with
but
you.
it won't
I
be on
agree with-
pre-order.
I agree with Jojo 100%. Despite his Canadian joke, with the light up. Light up feature, so far what I've seen this year, best light up of 2024 for our awards. This would be my nomination. If in hand it comes out like that. But we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. Whoever picked this up, I don't think you'll be disappointed regardless. Sorry, Phoenix?
So you think this is like $800 statue, and then that light up just adds up another 300? You say?
I see the value in this piece. I see it.
Yeah.
I
Phoenix, that's
see
a good way to think about it.
Come on, Casual. You could do it. Just pull the trigger, man.
Yeah.
This next one's a little disappointing.
Hero.
Let me get a little prepared here. A little disappointing, and why I hold my breath when it comes to this. But apparently, everything I'm going to show you was in the photos that were advertised. So I'm just prepping that so that we can have a look at it after. But here we go. Collector by the name of Joey. Joey shared these in the Sideshow group. He got his new Green Lantern. This is the one that just came out. He goes on to say, and again, I appreciate this from Joey, because posts like this typically get a lot of hate, but posts like this are needed. Joey says, so in my opinion, the skin tone is super off. Definitely asking for a new head from Sideshow. Also, when lit up, there's a very noticeable wire running through the base. I like it, but could have been better. So let's take a look. He shared photos, which I appreciate. And then we're going to look at Sideshow's marketing photos, because apparently you can see all of these issues there. So let's take a look. Here is the close-up of more of the portrait. Definitely a little dark.
It's just tan. It's not that
just a picking. That's all it is.
Hopefully, yeah, this is like the first one we're hitting that's hitting the market. So, from what we're seeing, kind of like that. See if it bothers you or not. But the green on the hand, like that overspray or objects of source lighting, whatever.
The skin color, I don't think is a big deal. I remember hearing the same thing about Superman Hush. His skin color is a little dark.
It was dark. Again, this is the first one, so.
Got a little sazon on him. That's it.
Yeah, he's just a little Hispanic.
Let it breathe, brother. Come on.
Wow.
He's got a little spice on it.
This was the wiring inside the base.
Ooh. I mean, you won't see it, but yeah.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, can we
not
like
for
get like a
not for
angle?
a $700? No, this is the only angle he gave. Not for a $700 statue.
No, that's a bit too much. You can see that way too easy.
Yeah, let me see. Apparently, you could see everything we just mentioned in the promo photos. The dark face, you could kind of see here for sure. Kind of a darker complexion in some of the photos. Now, in regards to the wiring, I don't know if I won't be able to zoom in. Let me see. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, 1 second.
Oh shit! It is there.
It's there.
Yep.
There. That's crazy. No. Right there. No. Engineering wise, this is horrific with the wire.
Okay, am I off, or I'm just seeing a light? Like what wire?
No. Oh wait, am I on the right page? Hold on. No, I'm on the right.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you're on the right page.
Yeah, you can see the
Sorry,
wire
I'm
in
still
the back.
highlighting. I'm still highlighting his comment. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Look at the arc here. Yeah, you can see the black wires.
Oh wow, they hit that pretty well. Whoa.
Let's keep on going. Let's see.
That's tough.
See, you can't see it like his photos. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's keep on going and see.
Coming in close up, maybe.
Nope. Still nope.
Damn, everybody was so focused on these damn like extended muscles and
You
legs,
can't see.
but nobody saw this thing.
People always distracted. People always distracted by the thunder thighs.
Yeah, thunder thighs, can't see the wire.
This is a miss, in my opinion.
Yeah, big miss.
Such a miss.
That'd be with Karen. That would your way back.
Immediately.
I couldn't do that. I could not do that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they kind of, you know what the problem is that they decided they wanted to like have his ring light up. That's why this is the way that it is, because that's the power feeding through the body to the ring.
The ring that you're never going to see because it's
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta put a green coat on top of it or something. Yeah.
I mean,
this is unacceptable.
They should have painted over it a little bit to kind of cover it. Like,
right.
They should have given it a little bit more paint. If
they should
they
have kept
can
the light
fix
up at
this,
the
they
base.
should try.
Hey, John, what's going on?
He even changed the electronics inside to all green or something and made it the same color.
Casual brings up a good point. If you want to look at a positive note, looks good, I thought. Can't believe it's in hand already. But that's the compromise. Quick production.
Yeah.
To get it in hand, this is dropping the ball drastically, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That's sneaky.
What is it, like 750?
What they could have done, I think they could have. I know people don't like batteries, but if you're going to put a ring in like that spot and still have the base like that, just take his hand off and put like a little flashlight.
I think you could. I don't know. I think that.
I'm with Billy.
Again,
like,
this is like the first one we're seeing, right? So this could be like an issue with off the production line with this one. We'll have to wait to see more, but I can kind of live with the wiring, but that piece up there, I don't think this guy's digging whatsoever. I think that this is the photo on the left is taken like pretty far back with what seems to be a little bit of maybe a brighter light, but that hunk of mechanic there, that's crazy.
I think they should have shaded it a different green to kind of cover it up a little bit.
Even the wiring would drive me nuts, because it's supposed to look like a statue. You're not supposed to see wiring, and I mean, it's bad enough when they're powered, you see the actual cord going to it, let alone seeing wires inside.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that they figured that you won't be able to see it from the front.
But, yeah, I have to see it like head on and like see, not edited pictures like we might see on.
But from an engineering standpoint, like the payoff is like they should have changed it. Like Bill was saying.
What are you guys smoking? What are you guys smoking? I need to see it from head on or not head on.
No, because I want to see if it's at like this is This is like from the like almost the back of the statue. I want to see it like all head on to see how much more I can notice it.
Okay, so if you're looking at the statue head on like this and you can't see it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Buying it. Oh wow!
Because I'm never going to see the wire from this angle.
If I can't really see. I can't zoom in. I can't really see. But if I could see the wire from this angle, yes, I have a problem. If I can't see it, like legit, if I'm being honest, if I cannot see it, then I would have no problem with it.
Here's how I look at it. Sorry. So I think you should. No, I cut you off. Sorry.
No. I just think that look, I get it. Like not everything is going to be done perfectly, but if I can't notice it and I can only notice it from an angle that I would never display the statue from, then I really don't have too much of a problem with it. But if you can still notice it from front on, like head on, then I have a problem with it.
Yeah, that's like I have the Pure Arts Assassin's Creed that I have. In the back of the statue, you can see like the battery compartment, and it's clear. It looks kind of ugly. I can't see that from the front, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, for me, the way I look at this, $705. I put every penny of that into the Prime one, which is not perfect as well, but goddamn.
Well, if you look to your right, you see the wire though up top. I can see that wire. I know it's there.
I think it's a different scale.
I can see it, 100%.
Sure, it's a different scale, but I can't settle because of scale. For me, from this photo, this could be rolling off. This could be a bad one off the production line. I'll wait to really dig into it. But from just this, goddamn, man.
But
this
the paint app could have hid that. Just a better paint app.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't stand behind it and say, yeah, I can't be excited. Like, we got the Sideshow Con. Hey, yeah, we're all excited. Boom, boom, whole community. Okay, yeah, but this is my point when I say that production is so important. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say this is a one-off. See, but for Joey to get this and say, "Hey, I want a face replacement," come on, that's. I want to get a portrait replacement.
I said, I don't. For me, I don't think the portrait has really any issues. Like I said, to me, it's the like I said earlier, the Hush Superman is literally the same thing. I've heard the complaint, and yet people believe that's a Grail, and he looks Puerto Rican or Mexican or whatever. So it's like
he was flying too close to the sun
over here. I love it.
He said the Rasa.
Go back to that picture. Go back to that chicken. Is it just me, or is it get a Zoolander kind of vibe from his lips?
What kind of vibe?
Zoolander.
Yeah, his lips are the same colors as everything. Yeah, I don't know. Blue steel.
Blue steel. Yeah, I was looking for. I was like steel wet. Yeah, blue steel.
I'm sorry, this misses on every step, in my opinion.
I don't know. I agree with Billy though. Like instead of the whole component, I mean the buy-off doesn't make sense. Just put a battery in the arm, and you're good. Because I mean it's just one LED.
Would you trade seeing the way this is engineered? Would you trade that light up in the hand to not be lit up?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. It's not worth it.
It's the payoff is not equal to all the hardware that they had to put in. Like one LED. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think at the angle that most collectors will display this, you won't be able to really notice that light up.
Completely.
Yeah, unless it's displayed in a low ceiling cabinet or whatever it may be, and it reflects off that ceiling, then it'll pay off. But really, it's not really going to be seen that much.
We'll keep on going, but we'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, people get them in, and it's a better reception, because we do want them to be successful. They are
nice concept, though.
Engineering wise, yeah. Some news from Tweeterhead, just to go by here quick. For anybody who ordered the Wonder Woman in quarter, Two-Face in 6 and quarter, as well as the Merman variant, they finally arrived. Once they finished the quality inspecting, they're going to be sending out the shipments and confirming the addresses. So I know those have been late, but I think they made a post, the Batman as well as the Wonder Woman. The Batman as well as the Two-Face, aiming for August this month. So congratulations, because I know a lot of people have been waiting. Nice to see them pumping out some stuff. With PCS, at the San Diego Comic-Con when it wrapped up, they just confirmed that the Kucherik brothers, so Brian and Dennis, they're going to be working exclusively with PCS right for now. So congratulations to them. That's a pretty big gig for PCS. The Kucherik brothers are very talented. I do have some stuff to discuss with PCS, but I'm going to save that for next week. I'm going to do a Business Matters show, so you can listen to it there. But yeah, Kucherik brothers, big news. And this was the project that they unveiled as well, the Star Wars bus that they're working on.
This is going to be cool, but I am curious whether we're going to have light up on this.
I think so.
The whole lightsaber.
For sure, you probably will.
Lightsabers and the lava need to light up.
Yeah, the lava, the lightsabers, kind of maybe even the lights from the Super Star Destroyer and the maybe even the Death Star. I think those should light up too. I don't know. This is tough.
The burners, yeah.
Even the components on Vader's chest, that would.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of light ups, so I don't know if they're going to go that route, but we'll see.
I'm willing that they're going to do the lava like the Ghost Rider, his knee, like that kind of paint light effect. I'm willing to bet that's what they're going to do for the lava.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. This is supposed to be they're a very artistic line. I hope they really follow through with it.
John, is PCS the one that did the Hulkbuster bust complication? Were they the ones that did that?
The
Gladiator? Yeah. The Gladiator Hulk, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. They did that one, yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of their concept then, huh? Is the head and then kind of put stuff around it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kind of a storytelling thing.
Storytelling, yeah, which no company's really doing, and I appreciate it. I like the bus. I'd like to see them tackle like a Batman with a Gotham with the Rogues. I think that would be cool to see. But again, with them, it just seems to be pre-order after pre-order. I'd appreciate them to do it, but I would rather them use those resources to kind of push production first, and then maybe tackle it. Casual.
It's a cool concept, but just not my cup of tea.
Oh, I think that was in regards to the Green Lantern still. Again, yeah, positive is the props for the plug, but all right, let's keep on going. XM didn't have too much news, I don't believe. I think they're revamping their website. They're doing a social media revamp, I believe. They're going to be coming up with updates soon. It's going to be this month, so we'll keep you guys posted with that. They did have a message to share as well, though. Just keep on watching Collectors Club. And, it's kind of like the medicine, the doctor's medicine. You watch it.
He's like, please don't cancel all your orders, please.
Wow.
Buy my statues.
What statues? Let's.
Oh. Bang, bang, bang.
All right, here we go. Prime 1, baby. For all you anime fans, I think Jerry's going to be happy with this one. I think he was a fan of it. Don't quote me.
This is dope.
Levi versus Beast Titan.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah. $19.99 you're looking at. Edition size to be announced.
Out of the price range, though.
Out of the price range. Yeah, fair enough. It is definitely a price
Put on a
range.
credit card, Jerry. Got this.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is
Pay
this?
it off
One fourth?
Pay it off responsibly. Let's see what it was mentioned.
You don't need to eat, Jerry.
Does anybody know? I don't. Does it say one
Doesn't say.
It doesn't say, right?
Go
Probably.
without it.
I would think 6.
If I was a huge Attack on Titan fan, I would need this piece. I like Attack on Titan. I just cannot collect it. But this is epic, man. This looks so good. Like, I love it. I think it looks fantastic.
I think it's kind of
Levi's just a badass.
Yeah.
This is a very intricate piece. This is not like, this is not a small piece.
No. Especially with the Beast Titan, it would have to be big.
It's big, man. I mean, this looks, to me, the way this looks, you know that's how it's going to come out. Like,
Attention
I
to
think
detail
it's
as well.
I guess it's not scaled, but yeah, it's still gonna be.
I don't know the measurements on this, but it's going to be giant.
It's gonna be worth the space. Look at that.
Swappable head parts. What anime is this from?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Okay. This portrait here with the. This looks cool. Awesome. Probably
It's supposed to be
fans.
blood.
Here's the measurements here.
Oh, there you go.
67 centimeters, 45 centimeters, 67 width, 45 depth, and 73 height. You guys can do the conversion.
Yeah, it's quarter. That puts it in quarter, right?
quarter, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How tall is it?
73.
73.
I don't know what it is in it.
That's
What
like
is that, like
30
35 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 30 something inches.
Someone's typing, and I can feel it in my brain.
I think it looks good.
Yeah.
But I think he's supposed to have blood. Like that's
what he was
picture.
referring to?
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be blood, if I remember correctly. Hopefully
You know
they
what's-
fix that.
You know what?
And
Slifer?
hopefully it just looks like that for pictures, and then when you get it, it has blood on it.
Well, you can just send it back to them and get it custom painted now. So.
Great segue. We're gonna get into that. $19.99
Yeah, for normal.
to be announced. So let's go into the news section here. And they did a special on that on Instagram, Akasan. So you could go check out their YouTube channel and show. But so they came out with this, which you're gonna have to help me a little bit. I'm still like, what's going on? Effects option, new service launching July 31st. Make your statue truly unique effect options now available. So I know Vision was kind of playing around with this a little bit, and he was looking at some product. But apparently what you're going to be able to do is like add blood splatter or snow. Those are the two type of effects that they're offering with a basic plan. These are going to be different plans for. I think they start at $500 to add like this blood splatter. Like, look at this.
It's up to $500.
Up to 500 for the blood splatter.
Yeah, I'll share the pictures that I got. So two different statues. When one guy said why they offering blood, but it wasn't approved. So I'm gonna share real fast, and then like you can. I'll share that.
Okay.
All right. So let's say Texas on the Titan, like this one, right? You cannot get the blood splatter will cost you $300, or snow will be $500 if you want that one. But if you wanted this berserking, I guess you wanted blood or something like that. So there is no option to add blood or extra blood or one. Okay. And then some other statues that's pre-order right now, there's no option. So I guess the licensor had to approve it, but them as a company, they just choose not to put it there. So then later on, you might have the option if you want to put it there, and it's up to $500 that you see like in right here, blood 300, snow 300.
Yeah, and I think what was mentioned, why the concern was there, was because it was mentioned. Apparently, it was mentioned from Prime that they couldn't add blood to it because of a licensing issue. So then, if they can't add blood to it because of a licensing issue, how can they add it with this offering here? But
yeah, so
that's all hearsay. I can't confirm. But I would assume that if they're offering this on a piece, it's already license approved that you can add blood or snow to the piece, right? So if it's offered, it's because they're allowing it.
Probably because it's a custom job. It's not retail, so it's like they don't offer it at retail. They offer it to you as a side order that's technically not affiliated with the license. I think that's
not every statue will let you do it though.
Well, because
they won't let you.
That's the loophole, baby.
Are you sure? Because it's when you order the piece through the Prime One website, it gives you the options. So it's like you're ordering it. It's like you're ordering it
but
officially.
It's probably like a play on words, though. It's probably like, oh, this is the retail version for wide retail, and then they offer it as a side custom option, that a service that they offer outside of the piece. That's what I'm assuming that they're doing. They're just playing the game at this point, like.
So all the pre-orders I've seen, like Batman, the one with the Batman half scale, you can't get blood on it. So they didn't approve it. So certain statues that's already been approved, but Prime One decided to not add the blood. They're offering it to you if you choose to.
But you can't put blood on it, which means that there was no approval for me. The way I look at it is there wasn't.
Maybe it's not true to the statue, and
could be.
So
here's the option. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say.
Could be like a double EX, right? Because this is more exclusive, even because now suddenly yours is the one of one type, and that's what's more unique. That could be the option they're looking at, right?
So I'm gonna go through the breakdown as to what the effect options will get you. Johnny, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say a two-parter. It kind of resembles what Phoenix just said. So does this for Prime One, are they trying to get more orders in-house? And then B, is this going to kill the variant options? Or is it just going to mess up the variant options now?
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'd rather them kill variants, and then you can just have a custom version of your statue.
Right.
This was a good point by Cypher as well. I won't lie if this didn't cross my mind. Do you think future pieces, Prime One will make pieces that usually would have blood or snow on it, but withhold doing it to promote this additional fee? That crossed my mind. I won't lie. Effect option specifications. Basic plan. You're going to be able to select from preset effects, and Prime One Studios painters will bring them to life. So far, the two effects that they're offering, blood and snow, price will start from $500 each. Eligible products will be Prime One statues, and then some exceptions will apply. And upon checkout, you'll see which ones apply and not. It'll take an extra 3 months plus after your full payment. The technique used to apply the effects is painting only, No additional parts or modifications will be made. Effects will be added according to the painter's artistic vision. Specific requests for expression, progress updates, or revisions will not be accepted. So you're pretty much paying $500 and giving it back to the painter, and they're doing everything without any requests or so forth. This is for the basic plan. Snow effect will be applied to the feet and surrounding area of the statue, so you can't put snow on the character's forehead. That's the cue to laugh, but that's fine. Premium plan. Collaborate. You'll be able to collaborate with Prime 1 Studios creators to bring your vision to life. Price starting from $10,000. Eligible products, again, Prime 1 statues. This will take 5 months plus after full payment. Various techniques will be used to add effects to the statue. Some requests may not be fulfilled still. And for more details, contact Prime 1. Wow. So
I'm just confused on like how you have the basic that's 500, and the next level you have starts at 10,000. Like what makes it 10,000?
I think it's going to be more of a customizable. I think you're pretty much your requests. You can put through requests. The key word is you're collaborating with Prime 1's creators.
So does that mean you have a different body pose?
If you're starting from scratch, that could be a great point. I can't imagine. Well, at that price point, I can, but possibly. Like, you're kind of building your own... I don't know. It's a great question. It's something that we can take away, and I can kind of do a little bit more research and even reach out to Prime if I have to. But that's a great question, because...
Call Pakistan, bro.
Yeah, starting from 10,000, that's... premium plan here says, before purchasing, inform us of your desired... here we go. So it gives you a little more information here. Before premium plan. Before purchasing, inform us of your desired product and your intention to order the premium plan via the inquiry form. We will email you with an estimate, delivery time, and whether your request can be accommodated. After receiving your confirmation to proceed, we will guide you through the purchase process via email. So it says here, before purchasing, inform us of your desired product. So each effect is handcrafted by our creators, so there may be variations even among the same product and effect. Paint options can only be applied at the time of the product order. We cannot add effects to products purchased in the past. Delivery times may vary, so forth. Cancellation or refunds, including deposits, are not accepted due to customer preferences regarding the final product. That's important. No refunds whatsoever here. Please understand the service content before using it. 100% there. So that's pretty much it. Do I think Prime 1's doing this as a replacement and for their bread and butter? I don't think this service will be their bread and butter. Is it something different? Maybe a little bit thinking outside the box and being a little innovative? Sure. But Buck said a very smart comment. If I was going to spend $10,000 on a piece, you can go to an artist outside of Prime 1, and that coin will get you a piece de resistance. So, something to consider as well. But if you want that Prime 1 name on it, then... But what do you guys think as a business, them going in this direction?
I think it's an option for people that have money.
That's the savage. If I pay $12,000, will Prime 1 repaint a PCS statue?
No, you can't repaint those.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm just thinking. So this could be an option. They could be having like a menu. Let's just say the head, you get 3 choices in the head. Yep. The body, you get 3 choices or whatever on the body, and then a setting. So it's like a menu, and you pick from that as to the characters, and then the certain pose, and you choose from that, and then gradually they work with you to create the stats that you wanted. So that's what I'm thinking they might be looking at, as opposed to starting from scratch and you having start from
multiple options. Could be like a catalog to choose from.
Do y'all think if you were to order the premium, it would change the numbering?
The edition size?
Yeah, the edition
Well,
size.
I'm wondering if that's going to be kind of like custom to you almost, right? You're
Yeah,
getting more, definitely more in depth.
Because if you're paying $10,000, I doubt you would have a numbering between 1 and like 700, for instance, right? Like that wouldn't make sense.
Edition size really plays into part because then if you ever want to sell the piece, is it like, well, I added snow, I added blood, right? It's.
I think you still get a numbering, but if I pay 10,000, it would just be like a kit. So Prime One was set aside like number 8, let's say 18 or something like that. And then they paint it as like how you want it. Still have number 18, but it just be your own customization on it.
Casual mention. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it, actually. Casual saying, I think XM offered this recently. Master Painter was their sale, though. With XM, though, you had no say as to what was going on. It was just Aang and what's his name? Aang and Ben, who they're just painted it. They did what they wanted. This is kind of giving you that more of a customization option.
But you never know where you're gonna put that blood at. So I would never, if I did do this, I would never use
with the basic plan. Yeah, with the basic plan.
You can do that yourself and get a nice effect. But the snow option seems cool because I don't think that's way harder to actually do yourself if you want snow on your statue.
I think Prime One got inspiration from a Japanese company named Art of War for this. Art of War has done this for a long time for Berserk statues. Interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, again, I don't think this is going to be their bread and butter. This is more of a, just kind of like, a service they offer. It will be interesting. I think we call this, that's one episode. If this will open up the door to more customizable pieces, where you can kind of customize your piece with swappable parts, look at a catalog and say, well, I want this character to be holding this weapon like this, like you'll have a basic sculpt, and then here's all these swappable pieces you can choose from. Can we see that down the line? Possibly. I think packaging and shipping could be an issue depending on what you add and how would they do the styrofoam to put the pieces in. We'll see. But it opens
maybe
up the
this
door.
will work for statues that they would consider doing variants for. Like, there's the bloody nightmare versions that Berserk does. And you can make the piece more, instead of having a variant, it'll be more like, oh, I want more blood on his hand or more blood on his sword. And it might make the piece actually better than what they originally had intended. Do I think the price is a little steep? Yeah, but technically, you're not paying to. The problem with like having a custom, it's like a custom painter, is that I'm sending him the statue, so it's costing me money to send the statue there. Then I'm paying for it to come back. It doesn't kind of paying for the service. Doesn't it kind of equal out? Unless like you're local and you can do that local, and you save money. But I would love to get statues repainted, but I just can't grasp like paying $200 plus whatever they're going to charge me to repaint it, and then get it shipped back. Fuck, man. Like I can't do that. At least this is a better option because it's coming directly to you after you make your request.
Cypher was asking, don't you need to sculpt the snow in? Can't it just be painted? What are you going to do? Just sprinkle some glitter? I think they'll do what they did with like the Mr. Freeze. Add like that kind of, almost like it's not a glitter, but it's like a sparkle.
Yeah, it's on the God of War one that I have too.
Okay. But I don't want it opens up a can of worms as to the release to the public. I don't want there to be a dip in quality or a dip in, you know what I'm saying? Not quality, but like kind of. I don't like to use the word laziness. I think that's inappropriate. Just it'll be a little bit more lackluster to kind of force you to pay for it. Right now, I think it's just snow and blood. I don't think I have one piece here with blood or one piece that I want to add blood to. So add blood to it. But that would work for that Batgirl.
So this is something that's price-wise, because one of my buddy, he's doing repaint, like an actual kit. So he's sending that away. And the kit costs about, $1,200-$1,500 US?
Yeah.
And to get the actual repaint, that's another $1,500. So you're looking at $3,000 for the statue to be painted.
Yeah.
So it's not unreasonable for this 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So it adds up fast, right? So that's pretty much the price range. Look at 3,000 for a kit that's being painted, right? So, you know,
What
and if you want pricing, yeah, okay, but that's really high for for a statue. Right? So, for me, anyway.
Has anyone here ever got anything repainted?
I got some like a repaint. No,
Oh, I
not
did it
really.
myself. So
Yeah, Bill's good.
Because I would love to know what people like that get stuff repainted on a regular basis, or they send stuff off. Like, how much does it cost to like customize little things like this? I'm
Bob
sure
would be a good person to ask.
Yeah.
He has.
I've never done it, so I can't really speak to it. But I would assume like having to pay the shipping, the return shipping, plus the labor.
I would say the labor is going to cost you because I mean, just on the pieces that I've painted, I mean, you're talking several hours. I'm not talking a whole statue. I'm talking little pieces.
The prep work and all that, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It would be better to tell me if it's worth it or not.
Depends on what it is.
I get it. They're only adding like blood and snow, but I know I can't fucking do that shit. So,
Cypher says, "Wait, can you send in your current Prime 1 statues to do this, or just future releases? This is just releases on the website, the Prime 1 site that have the offering. If you have a current piece, you can't send it in, from my understanding.
For now, I wonder if they would open that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on what you're. I mean, I repainted this like PVC one, and this took me 3 hours or so.
Let's see it.
Just because I'm not a fan of that color scheme.
Yeah.
But
looks good, man.
It looks really good.
Looks good.
It just depends on what it is too.
Good to practice.
Like Prime 1 level quality, yeah, that's a whole nother.
Hey, I'm kind of for anything trying to change things up. Is it a service that I would use? No, but it's an extra service that's not costing me anything, and may benefit someone else. What I would love to see is if someone in the community does get this done, kind of track your experience, whether it be the $500 option or the 10,000. Just notate or like put in a journal or whatever, videotape your experience and share it, because I think it'd be really interesting to kind of see how the communication works between them and Prime 1. Sounds very standoffish that it's going to be through email. Doesn't seem like it's going to be like a whole, magical experience that you'd think. It's going to be very direct and through email.
You're not allowed to talk to the slave shop owners. What's wrong with you? This shop. You're not allowed to talk to them. Jeez. What's wrong with you, man? Come on.
Well, we'll see.
So I got a question for Ken, because you collect more creatures, sir. Would you take on this option?
No.
No?
No interest on it. I mean, for me, Prime 1, if I'm going to get a statue from Prime 1, it's probably already going to be painted really well. Mm-hmm. And because of the unknown, I mean, if they do something I don't like, or if it's done in a way I don't like, and you pay for that, I mean, you're kind of stuck with it, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, I know Slifer made a couple good points about shipping back and forth to custom paint, but if I need a statue painted, I'd rather be more involved in exactly what I want done and pay for it and know what I'm getting than have it done like this, even if it costs me more. I mean, to me, it's a one and done thing. I want to make sure it's right. So I don't. This isn't something that baits me at all.
Yeah.
I think the other side is that with the repaint, what you think you want it done is not going to be exactly what will come back to you. I mean, I had my Superman Kingdom Come repainted, like from the black into the Kingdom Come version, and we talked back and forth with the guy, and my idea was a certain way, but his idea was another way, and you have to blend the two together. So finally what came out, it wasn't. I thought it was going to be different, but then I kind of got around back to it, and I accepted it. So there's a certain point in which you have to expect some.
I don't know. It sounds like you settled, brother.
No,
Like
I didn't.
You
settle.
settled.
I think.
Did they paint? Did they paint? Did they show it to you painted? Because what I would do is I would do mock-ups, and then my mock-up will show you because probably once say 3 months or something like that. So that's what I do with my business. I'll do mock-ups so they'll see exactly what I'm about to do. And usually my mock-up is kind of like there towards like what I built in real life.
Yeah.
I would prefer a mock-up, not just pay $300 or $500 or $10,000.
Yeah.
Also, then I don't know, like Ken says, because no, I want to see.
Yeah, this is like you're trusting the artist to do it at that level, the basic plan.
Yeah,
You give it
send
to
me a
them.
mock-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is that you have to be open to ideas of the artist doing a certain way, and you blame the ideas. Don't expect this is what I want and exactly what you want. That's all I'm saying. Right. So, from my experience.
Cypher says, just suspicious given their prior business practices. Everything they do is for profit. But what is the motivation behind this? Is it providing options for collectors, us, the collectors, or deceiving us for a money grab? This will be disheartening.
Brother.
Like Mr. Popo says, this will be disheartening if they start doing this. Like Prime 1 will release all future Berserk pieces only in clean version and pay extra for the blood. That's a little... That's bad business.
Lose a lot of business if they do.
Yeah, that's bad business. I don't think they should do that. That would be very bad. Yep.
That's why I say, will it kill the variants going forward?
Yeah, that's why this kind of doesn't make sense, because something has to be compromised. Either the original concept that they have, that they're going to be releasing, that idea, but something there is going to be compromised.
And let's not forget, this is Prime 1, who already takes forever to get pieces in. So their 3 months is probably going to be 6 or something like this. I mean, to me, nothing about this is appealing, to be honest.
Yeah.
For me,
I'm with you.
I think the option is cool for me. When I bought my Batman vs Superman, if I had the option, just maybe for $50 or $100 to have a little blood coming here, then some of the splatter on like the snow, I would have paid that $50, but I wouldn't pay $500 for that same vision. You get what I'm saying? Because like you see when you're getting hit, you see the, but I would want it to fall like where it's coming from. So if I can circle out, hey, I want people some little blood here and dripping here, and that's $50. Cool. Have tears of it.
$50, bro. Come on.
I'm talking about 50. Well, I'm not gonna pay $500 for something. I feel like there's not that much work. If that means, because I don't know.
You can't even buy dinner for $50, bro.
$50, yeah, $50. A couple, 100, 150.
50 or 100. I mean,
that's gonna be $300, brother.
All right, well, then
but you can't specify even where you want it. You tell them you want more blood, and then the artist decides.
Meeny, miny, mo.
Anywho, that was pretty much it for Prime. We'll see how that goes. Will it last? Time will tell. But please, if you do decide to do this, document it. It would be very interesting to see.
Pandora's box is opening. This is going to be terrible.
It's crazy. This is, yeah.
Get those extra credit cards.
This is going to be so bad. This is a bad idea.
What happens if something comes damaged? And
this is a horrible idea. I don't care.
Replacement
if people
parts.
like it or not. I don't like it. I think it's bad.
What is your take, Ice? What is your take, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's good, but due to the customization part, but it is kind of sketchy, like you was mentioning earlier, like variants and stuff like that. I don't know about this, man. I don't think this is something that I would get involved in. If I wanted something done like that, then I would, either do it myself or, find another company to do it. I don't really know about this, man. It do seem like a way to just, get some extra money, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course they're gonna do a good job with it, with it being their piece, but I don't think I would pay extra money for something like that.
Yeah, I think the problem is like you can't choose how much and stuff like that. Also, like you pay whatever what they're charging, and you either get very minimal blood, or they fucking paint the whole thing red.
Yeah. So I'm not with that, man. I need a little more say so if I'm gonna do something like that.
Because they could go a little too much. Like I think some of the Berserk, like the bloody versions, are a little heavy handed.
They go overboard.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. We'll keep you guys posted. But
I personally don't even like too much blood on my statue. I feel like it takes away from stuff.
Same here.
You know what I mean? For me,
I agree.
Like
My question is like, how many statues are there really that you can put snow? Like I get blood with snow.
Jurassic Park stuff.
Jurassic Park.
They have some anime pieces. They could probably do more blood stuff.
Yeah, anime. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the Witcher stuff. I don't.
Witcher. That's a good one.
Ale wants us to be one of us to be the guinea pig. It's going to be on him. He's going to pay it. So. Okay, let's keep on rolling around. Keep you guys posted with this. Quickly, I think this will wrap it up. J&D. This was posted by a guy, Alex, who I appreciated in the group, helping us out with the news. Hinted at a newsletter. So this was overseas. Some sort of video they did overseas. And it says exhibition in J&D Studios office. If you remember a month or so ago, there was a newsletter from J&D that had a picture of what you can make out to be a redhead, and the caption was, it was a tease. The caption had said, the most beautiful girl or something. So, is this J&D? Marvel license? They're doing Scarlet Witch? If that's supposed to be...
all the different versions.
If that's supposed to be the actress, that looks nothing like her, but...
You don't think so?
You don't see it?
I don't see it at all. No, on this one. You can see it?
I can see it too. Great.
I can see it a little bit.
You know, I think I think it's some of the lighting because her
it could be the lighting,
aren't as defined. Her cheekbones aren't as defined because she does have like high cheekbones. But I do see it. I see it.
Yeah.
And I never really watched the show. I just know her as the actress, and I still see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
right around the eyes. You can really see it as well.
It seems random though.
What's her name?
Emily Olsen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So perfect. So we don't know. This is just hearsay. Alex, appreciate you posting. They showed this, and they showed what looks to be a Constantine. This looks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this one looks good. That without a shadow of a doubt.
That's pretty dope. Yeah.
Wow, people
I don't like it.
see it. I can't believe it. Wow.
See, I think the other one looks more
I don't see this.
You don't see this?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't see this.
Oh my gosh.
I think he's a little bit too young. He looks way too young.
This is
Okay.
all.
Yeah, maybe like this is maybe like Point Break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point Break.
But this,
I can see it,
I
but
don't know,
he
man.
does look pretty young.
He looks a little younger than I remember.
younger
Yeah.
than he should. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Constantine. So
I'm just surprised they chose Scarlet Witch over Black Widow to be the first.
what's interesting here and makes me wonder is it's not rooted hair, or is it? It doesn't look like rooted hair.
I like the hair.
Oh, yeah,
I like the hair.
a
It
lot
looks
of product.
It looks sculpted. Yeah.
The hair looks
cool,
cool.
but
Scarlet Witch. I think was it Queen?
Queen did. Queen was working on one. They teased one, but they never got her done.
Yeah, they never did it.
But they teased her over Black Widow as well.
This is random though. Wow.
I don't like that ribbon. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I don't like the ribbon tied on the chest like that.
Yeah. The ribbon's kind of big, but in the scene, she's wearing like a 1980s costume. That's what it is. Like
Yeah,
she's
it's like
portraying
a cheap
herself in the
costume.
comic. Yeah.
When
So
we get
which-
4. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think she's showing like a lot of leg too. It's like my memory does me right. It's like a leotard, like a leotard or something like that, or like the ballerina ones.
The outfit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it may be the same thing. I think. It's a lot
Stan
of
says,
skin.
both are great likenesses. Random saying the Scarlet is pretty off. But it's kind of torn. Hey, each person sees it. Each person, whoever sees it, sees it. Oh, so D is saying that exhibition showcased a lot of licensed and custom stuff. Okay, again, this was all random. This is not official. This was just posted in the group, and it had mentioned that it was an exhibition
going
by
back.
JT. So
I'm sorry, I was gonna say, going back to Prime 1, right? The 10,000. If this is custom stuff, I would rather pay the 10 grand and getting a custom piece like this if it's custom, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are they all fighting for, like J&D contracts or something like that? Like everybody in Korea like just has silicone on hand. Like what's up? Like, what's going on here?
no idea, but who's this guy here? I'd like to see who.
Oh my gosh, bro, man.
I don't know, Slifer. It's the end of the world, man. I
don't know what's going on, man. I'm trying to figure this out.
That was the news for the week. Got a few minutes. Let's go through some of the collectors' photos, and we'll wrap this up like that bow on Scarlet Witch and keep on moving.
Or unwrap it. I wonder if it's a full body. You know what I mean? You know, full silicone.
Oh,
I doubt.
Like nips and everything. Do the carpets match drapes kind of situation.
And that's the platinums, right? That's what they call
Yes. Yes, you're probably no. That's like X-rated platinum.
That's another grand.
Some sick ass person would pay for that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, can I add blood?
Shout out to Piggy for his wall art to accompany his LBS Hulk. Beautiful.
And his Doom. Yes, Doom with it too.
And Doom, yeah, the custom Doom, yeah.
Oh
yeah, and that's what the art is, Doom versus
Yeah.
Hulk. Yeah, that's good. Good catch.
Oh, that's cool. He has the MF Doom mask too in the back.
Yeah.
He said
Oh, I
he
thought
made
that-
that. I think he got that blown up and may put a framer on it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he said he made it. Yeah.
I thought that mask came from the 21 plus room, but you're saying it's the Doom mask? Okay.
A rapper mask. It's a rapper.
Oh yeah, because he has the record
Yeah.
there. He had mentioned that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he had
MF
mentioned
Doom.
that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an iPod Nano too, the way he framed it. That's cool.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I like his I like his themes for his displays.
I like the lighting effect. It looks like I'm getting hit with gamma radiation right now.
Jeez. That's really good.
Look at the effect. The effect looks like a gamma mist. I like it.
You're not wrong. I like the attention to even the framing's green. You love to see it.
Still no smile though.
No, I thought about that when I got the
Must have
photo,
been 4 a.m.
Yeah, that was
Something.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
He doesn't have listen. He doesn't have room for a smile. All right.
Someone mixed the potatoes and the peas together. Awesome, Piggy. Thank you for sharing in the group, man. Appreciate you.
That's cool, man.
Congrats.
That's cool.
Yeah, looks good, man.
Our guy Poe, I don't know, man. Poe, collect responsibly. I don't even think we should let him in the chat, to be honest. But on another just tear with some life-size pieces, the life-size bus. You got the Infinity Studios Bale.
He's been on a roll.
Yeah.
Popo, how long did it take? Popo, how long did it take you to comb this hair, bro?
Nice suit, though. Nice. Poe's in here still, I think. Hey, Buck's here. What's going on, Buck? Appreciate you, brother. We're talking about you a little today about customs, so chime in if you can.
Nothing good, you piece of shit.
No, don't. How dare you? No.
He knows I'm messing with him. He knows I'm
Yeah. And then he also got the Heath Ledger Joker to match.
Oh, that's cool.
Infinity Studios,
man.
yeah.
Did
And
they
then
do two? The one with
his
the
lineup.
like the grenades and stuff. Who did that one?
The
When he opens up the jacket.
The Queen Studios life size full body, I think, right?
The full body,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's
You know,
Queen
they make so
Studios.
many of these things. I can't remember who makes what.
I really like that Batman one. The Batman, the Pattinson one.
Yeah.
I like the base and he's holding the gun.
I'm surprised Queen didn't step into that as well. That
You know what's
property.
crazy? The best one here is Batman.
Don't say it. No.
Yeah, I saw that.
It
crazy.
really is. It really is.
Okay, you're right.
It really is. It's
Best
the best
bus,
one here.
worst Batman. You're right.
He's the biggest
That's-
buffest out of the three. That's for sure.
Yeah, look at that. He looks the most Batman on all of them.
Yep.
Wow, so you're saying I would be the Ben Affleck of Batman's? Awesome. Big buff.
We don't know.
Looks
We don't
like
know.
big buff and looks like Batman. You described me to a T.
Dang.
Mr. Popo, appreciate you, man. Jimmy got his custom Cyclops.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Swap outs are epic here.
Yeah.
Swap out portraits here. Look at that. And in the center is it painted.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
It's a great custom.
Congrats, man.
I like
Comic Galaxy. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I'm saying I like the options. I think it's super
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Comic Galaxy's sculpting his own quarter scale Jabba the Hutt. Off to a good start.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Bro, it's
Yeah,
such a task, bro.
What a beast.
He has all these crazy wrinkles on him.
Yeah, he started.
Good job, man.
Off to a
What
good
is
start.
Jabba? Jabba's like a slug, right?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
centipede slug kind of bat thing.
Yeah.
Don't make me Wikipedia it right now, honestly. No, someone's gonna watch the replay and gonna just bury us. But Comic Galaxy, yeah, man. Good
He's a
luck.
Hutt.
Keep sharing the photos. Yeah, he's one of those Hutts. You know.
So
Yeah, he's a
Hutt.
Nice guy. I think our guy Vega has this one too.
Yeah.
I think this is
dope.
this is a cool custom because I like the way you can display it one way or the other and have the symbiote Spidey and then the suit. That's pretty badass.
We're going on like 52 weeks of Nice Guy. It's like
Yeah,
every week he's opening under the statue.
that's how you do
Oh,
it.
you got,
You got his-
he's been holding on to all these statues, waiting for his cases
Yeah.
to show up. So now he's
Here
finally
they are. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a great display.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know that custom will go perfectly with that XM Venomized one.
that's
Just the
Scarlet
way-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
One of my
yeah.
favorites, man.
And then he showed off the miles.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's cool.
Sweet. Thanks, nice guy, for sharing, man. Congrats. Setup's
Yeah, man.
looking awesome. Hell yeah.
Congratulations, man.
We have Alex. I think you have this piece, right, Bill? Is this
Yes,
the
sir.
piece you have? Yeah, the Lady Death.
Mhm.
PCS. This piece is nice. This was well done by PCS.
What's your favorite part about it, Bill? In hand.
Mm.
That's a loaded question, Bill.
Mm.
It's all right. It's 2 a.m. You can say.
Yeah. This is the X-rated stream right now. I'll tell you
He
what I
said.
like.
He said in hand. Remember.
Mm.
Oh my
She has some
god.
nice kneecaps. Some nice
I
kneecaps.
Nice
just,
kneecaps.
I just want to say they feel like sand. That's all I got to say.
No, she is beautiful. I don't know what time
Because-
period
Bags of
this.
sand.
Both swords. And
Yeah.
it comes with the swap out cape, so you can have like the full length cape and the short one, so you can see her behind.
Or behind. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, he's got some sexy ass statues, man. I
Yeah.
give him the credit, man. Like to have these out, man. Whew.
You're putting
That
slant
Daedalus
to
Taurus?
yeah.
Damn.
When are we ever going to come out with swap out breasts on these statues?
Hey.
E cup.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here, Prime. You heard it here, Prime. If I see it,
Mhm.
I'm charging you.
Silicone.
That's
Silicone.
Silicone.
Alex, beautiful taste in pieces. Unfortunately, I gotta dock you a point for that bat fleck you have in the top left there, but that's fine.
Yeah. Good taste,
We'll
brother.
let
Don't
it-
listen to him.
We'll let
It
it
ties
slide.
the room all together.
Ah,
Yeah, good taste, brother.
sure.
Yeah.
Don't listen to these haters.
Piggy once again with his Red Hulk, XM Red Hulk. We were showing off. Yeah,
Now,
Sick. Sick.
red gamma now.
it's a Cirque du Soleil
like
over
it.
there of colors. Yeah.
Is that the XM thing?
Dig it.
D-Rock, didn't you have this?
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah,
I like this.
XM?
Yeah, XM. That's
Yeah.
XM.
Did you like it overall, D-Rock?
I liked it overall. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a dope.
I just
think
decided
it's the
to go
best
in a
thing
different
out.
direction,
Different
the
direction.
scale for my Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Very awesome.
I think
Okay,
if
what
they
do you-
finish the line, would you be more inclined to have like kept it?
Maybe, but once I got my Galactus in, I decided I wanted to go a smaller scale to fit with Galactus.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So
I think they were onto something. I wish.
Yeah,
they
I do too.
Like I think this thing came out fantastic. No pun intended, but I like it a lot.
Hey, Norlam saying, shout out to that rare 16th century French Renaissance table behind Piggy. Nice. And that's in that first pick that we showed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Welcome, Norlam.
Piggy
did you
collects a
notice
lot
the
of
She-Hulk?
things. Women, furniture.
A little bit of
Statues.
everything, man. He's a
Little bit
man
of
of a man of good taste. Piggy, thank
Sex
you
toy.
for sharing.
A man of culture.
Paddles.
Yes. He's into
Phoenix.
a little bit of S&M.
I do have to give you a credit here. This was a collector who got one of your capes, and damn, that cape really does look good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. The
Maybe
between the
you could
legs. Yeah.
I have to give him credit for the posing, to be honest, because I think that's all it is great posing there. That must have taken a while, but I think that looks... I'm looking at mine, I'm like, damn, I might need a Phoenix custom cape. And I might have to hire that guy to come pose it for me, because I won't get that.
He did a good job on it. I mean, I didn't think of like this.
It gives it more depth.
It works, man. It really does work.
Awesome.
It looks really good.
Well, he ordered 5 of these capes, so hopefully he has enough skills to ship them all differently.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
He's
It
smart.
almost,
You
looks
have,
like, it almost looks like it split around his leg.
yeah.
That's what I was saying. In between the legs is like the perfect placement.
Yeah. It adds a lot to the statue.
Yeah.
He's smart. He ordered 5. You're gonna make the capes, and he's gonna teach people how to pose them. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
He's got skills, man. I gotta say, he got skills.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never think of doing like that.
He's gonna sell them pre-posed.
Yeah.
awesome.
He did a great job. I give him credit. 'Cause that's not easy to do.
Crazy.
No.
Good eye,
Awesome.
man.
I might steal your idea for another statue. So
Our guy Slifer, we did the unboxing for the Cody
Yeah.
Sideshow Cody bust. Legendary scale. What a beauty, man. Had a good time.
Yeah, it's nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
The paint job, man.
just as good as I thought it was going to be, man. Really good. I love it.
Solid piece.
The hologram effect looks great.
Yeah, I wish it was, it was a little stronger, but the light I have in the display is, it lights it up pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Huge congrats. I know you're after this one, and it'll pair up with the Rex. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and thanks again, man, for always reaching out to do an unboxing. That means a lot. I appreciate you.
No, absolutely. I have a good time, We had a good night at that show.
Oh, of course.
I had fun.
Whether we're backstage or live, it doesn't matter. We'll always hang out.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we got another one. You should tell them we're going to do another one soon.
Oh, yeah. Maybe on the weekend. That's right. We'll kick it anime, but we'll keep you guys posted. Comic Galaxy sculpting the cigar for the sideshow thing. I want one of these. I told them already. So, I think that's badass.
Yeah.
Just see how it elevates the piece. How much more it elevates it. It's makes the world's difference.
The comic accurate.
Yeah. I need
This
one.
piece still looks good after all these years, man.
Oh, it does, yeah. I kept
Still
it at my
good.
parents' house because my mom wanted a piece to remember me by. This is what she chose. I don't know if that's a compliment or.
She goes, this reminds me of my son.
Yeah, because when I started collecting, it was with my family, right? I was still at home, so. And,
Big rock head.
keep the thing. Oh well. She wanted me to keep the Mary Jane there. I'm like, no, Mary Jane's coming. Sorry.
My son, he's a bag of rocks.
Yeah, sack of potatoes. You hate to hear it. Alex, a Canadian friend, changing up his display. Love it.
Looks good, man.
Nice, sir.
He's one that moved from quarter into third as well, and is loving it so far. So
Yeah.
Didn't he say he just got that LED light too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the Batman one, right?
Yeah, the Batman
Yeah.
light.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
That's pretty cool.
Appreciate you sharing, Alex. We were mentioning earlier in the show, Bats in the Belfry. He had his garage shelving, picked up some strips, man, and placed them there to hide the holes. Makes a world's difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but to cover them up, you did a good job.
Creativity, man. That's what you got to bring to your collection. This is what I'm talking about. I like this.
Vision's good with that. I don't know how Vision does it, but he's really good with the kind of looking at something, and I don't know. For me, it's
in the name, you know.
Throw a black tarp over it. We're good. But yeah,
let him know,
it looks
Vision.
good.
Let him know.
This is what Vision did. He threw some white, leather-like material over
like a wrap. So this is old wrap, so that's why you might see like a little dirty or wrinkled. But I had the Vision one night, it was live, and I was like, I wonder would that work? Because I still had some left over, and I tried it, and it came out good. So I suggest everybody do this. So it's not that much. Go to Hobby Lobby, get you 40% off. You can buy it relatively cheap. Then just try it. It's plain, but like a box wrap, and use staples. You even gotta glue it.
Yeah.
Thinking about doing something like this, but not like creating boxes, but just like creating like a thicker shelf for my displays for like the really heavy pieces. Yeah. Like use it.
Yeah, it'll work for sure.
And then just wrap it so it'll be easier.
Bats in the Belfry says he'll charge $5,000 for this effect option. All right,
cheap.
We got Nathan, who was able to acquire a signature from Daniel Bell over at StatueCon. Goes with the collection nicely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great to see. And I have to give a huge shout out personally to our guy Ledge, who got Canali to sign and address to me a photo as well. That was pretty awesome.
Wow.
So I got that in. I'll display it with the pieces. Very nice gesture. Appreciate you, Ledge. I wish I could have met Canali in person, to be honest, but one day.
He's real good guy. He was super nice. Dude.
He was just like my entry into the hobby. So Dion picked this up. He got his custom Iceman a week or so ago. These are one of the older photos.
Nice
piece, yeah.
Is this 1/4 scale? I thought this was, or is it a little smaller?
He didn't post the scale. A little bit smaller.
It looks like 1/6, but I could be wrong.
I'll reach out to him and find out. But it's a nice,
cool,
nice piece. Yeah, it's dynamic. That's for sure.
He said it was heavy too. So it's very heavy.
Was it heavy? Yeah.
Bro, it's the resin, man. People really don't realize how heavy resin.
How heavy it is. It's crazy to see even like all the intricacies here in the shards of material. Nothing came broken. Everything's intact. That's good to see.
Even the blue all through it gives it that nice look. It's really good.
Yeah, well, how they captured like the dragon blue. Yeah, two-tone. Exactly.
Yeah.
What you're saying, Slifer. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It makes it pop.
Thanks for sharing, man. And we got Big Silva, who unboxed his Justice Buster. Nice piece. His collection, I still say to this day, it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
He has an unbelievable collection.
Yeah.
But looking good. I didn't realize how big that Justice Buster was.
A big piece, man.
Where it really hit me how big it was Delvis's photos that he shared, where it was off to the side next to the door in his display. That piece, it's a big meaty piece. And then lastly, our guy Terry, Gotham Cinebites, did a nice unboxing with his son. Just wanted to shout him out. Check it out. It's Funko Pops, but I appreciate any content with the kids. They're a blast to watch. So Terry, appreciate you putting that out, and it looks like you guys had fun. So
yeah,
Terry's a great guy.
Nice to share it nice to share the hobby with your kids.
Oh, for sure. Anything you can. Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
And that's pretty much it for photos. We'll just wrap it up with some news things for the channel. Cold Hard Truth, Thursday, August 8th, episode 4. We're going to go over some things that I should have covered already. I want to give a shout out to some companies, some things I saw in the community that I need to be discussed. Anybody's welcome to join, but I have planned to do it myself just because of the way the content is. But if you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to join me on the panel. But other than that, it should be just an informative session. That's what it's about. Helping collectors make more educated decisions with their purchases. And an update, if you remember from the Hulk that we discussed last business practice episode. So we'll give you an update. I'll see if I can sneak in a collector's lounge this week. And we'll just hang out backstage, have a few drinks, smoke some cigars, and chill.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to the channel members. Paul Schreiber, Brian, our very own Beast 51, Bats in the Belfry, Boba Bill, and Random Korean. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel as always. I know this was a long one. The conversation at the beginning was so good. I enjoyed that so much, getting in depth.
It was French kiss.
French kiss.
French kiss.
It was. It's just you don't ever hear it, and it's so important, especially after a wave of just an abundance of pieces. It's you can get so overwhelmed. But yeah, anything before we go, guys? Any last words till next week?
Oh, this was
Bon
fun.
voyage. Adios. We'll catch up on that Batman TV show. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. And I'll try to watch Wolverine and Deadpool illegally somewhere. But
I agree. I'll probably do the same. But I really don't care.
I know that's like the thing. You shouldn't say that because it's like, but
I'm not excited to see that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
It's just like I'll watch it just to say I watched it. But man,
I always appreciate a little bit of fan
That's how I was.
So that's how you were? Okay. All right, well, we'll tie it here because it looks like everyone's half asleep. I hope you guys had fun. Till next week, stay safe, be happy, and collect responsibly.
Later, guys.
Easy.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.